Afternoon. Family time with the Fritzles. I've made myself a long doofer for this one. I'm not expecting it to be a long one, but I just got distracted just before starting because my brother's recently moved and taken his chickens, and I've just sniped a big fat rat coming over the back wall. So, yeah, he's snuffed it, unfortunately, with a 2-2 pellet in the head. I know I shouldn't laugh, but yeah, you shouldn't be coming in my yard. There's no chicken food left to eat, so piss off. Afternoon, Ty. Afternoon, go lady. Afternoon, Mick. Afternoon, Agent. Afternoon, Ice. Afternoon, Overs. Afternoon, Suzanne. Yeah, I know I've done a few the last couple of days, but you know, not a lot I can do with no vehicle and staying in, sort of been out with the dog and that, but staying around and watching out for my missus. So yeah, I'm keeping my eye on the yard, because if at any point I see another dirty little tosser, I've got something here to hand that is he's not going to like very much. It's only a couple of weeks ago I put a load of poison down as well. Yeah, cheeky bastard. Shouldn't be trying to come in here after the fucking bird food during the day, especially when I'm sat here with a fucking air rifle next to me. Afternoon, Dave. Afternoon, Louise. Afternoon, Michelle. Afternoon, John and Kendra. My screen's looking a bit weird to me at the moment, so I'm looking over here. I've got my YouTube chat open all on one screen on my analytics, so I haven't got room on this little table for two monitors. So afternoon, chap. Bit of a, I know I say it nearly every time I come on, but bit of a weird day again today on YouTube. Quiet for lives all round. I don't know whether people are saving themselves up for evening streams or something. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Exceptionally quiet. I watched a bit of Jason's this morning, and that was it. That's watched no more YouTube today until just before I came on. Well, when I scheduled, but then I wasn't listening to watching anything. I was just listening to YouTube music. So go on, Lens. Oh, you gotta have a bit of fun with your thumbnails and that. You gotta have a bit of fun. Afternoon, Mr. BB. Yeah, love train tonight, Ty. So I think a few people are waiting to go sort of more this evening. I'm not planning on doing a live one or doing a run up to anybody else or anything. I'll just come on for an hour, whatever. I'm just gap filling, waffling. I was giggling at Jason's this morning. I only watched about 15 or 20 minutes. I shouldn't have been because I shouldn't have been giggling, but Joe was right on one, so I was sitting sniggering like a small child, to be honest. Yeah, all aboard the love train. All aboard Grepper's love train. 9:30, is it? Going for a late one tonight, so he must be planning on going right through. I'm keeping my eye out because if I see another one, he's having it on camera. Don't care if people complain about my rifle, he's having it. It's a good job the dog don't like him, otherwise he would have been out there chewing on it by now, and I don't know. Fuck that. Afternoon, Dave. Just a few little birds around at the moment. Let's get the link out again. Get the link out. Link's pinned. And it's out there. Sat here in a woolly hat and shorts. How ridiculous. On, toward the end, it was 21st of July. I'm sat here in a fucking woolly hat and shorts. But I suppose that's British summer for you, isn't it? British summer. Oh, not even the free boob lady off of Total Recall. The original Total Recall of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Three's probably the right amount, Dave, to be honest, if you think about it. It's actually, I can just drink my coffee straight down. That's not a good sign. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know what. A few people have sort of in comments or whatever have said, "Did you watch Jason's last night? Did you watch Jason's last night?" And I've been like, "No." I said about 15 or 20 minutes this morning, so I'll be waiting for. Well, I haven't had a look at it, but I'm sure Sly News and 1111 and others will have some clips up somewhere. Fuck's sake. Fucking insurance company finally paid me after I refused to let my van go yesterday with a recovery company. So they decided they were going to pay me. Twats. So that's another ball ache for me, is fucking on the lookout for another car. I like looking. I don't like going and looking. But, needs must. Expect I'll be taking a trip over the water. And when I mean over the water, I mean over the Severn to Bristol. That's where the cheap car dealers are. That's where all the main dealer auctions go through. So Ubers, Ty, you can feel free to come up and discuss it. No, I'm with the villagers on this one. Gotta be honest, 100% with the villagers on this one. You can't add young men at a ratio of 1 to 2 to a village of mostly elderly ex-miners and ex-steel workers, ex-dock workers. You can't do it. You can't do it. It won't work. It just fucking won't work. It's not a cosmopolitan city of 500,000 plus, 400,000 plus, where it's just going to blend in. It's a ratio of 1 to 2. That's too much. It is too much. You can't deny that it's too much. That's like saying we want your village and we're going to take it. In other words, really, what are they trying to do? Force the residents who don't own their houses out? So I've got to be with Ty on that one, I'm afraid. And I know a lot of other people feel the same way. And you've got to understand, this is an extremely sort of rural, semi-rural community. Now, if I went in there as a person with my accent, even though I've lived in Wales over 30 years, to a protest, the people would automatically think that I was with the Antifa lot, or just automatically think that. Because of my accent, it's out the way. You can't add that. You can't. A ratio of 1 to 2 is not on. Afternoon, Ty.
Afternoon, brother. Yeah, it's crazy. People seem to think that there's an echo somewhere. Is that me?
Not with me. Let me stop my camera. It might be me. Let me turn my volume down a bit. Hold on.
I got nothing.
Have you still got an echo?
Yeah.
Let me check my settings a minute.
I got nothing open on mine.
All right, let me swap my mic over and see if that helps. Have you still got an echo now?
I don't know. No, not at all now.
No. All right. I've changed my mic. It was on default array, so.
Yeah, UBRS. It's not nothing to do with racism or hatred or anything. It's just wanting to feel secure where you live. It's a wanting of having not to be overrun. You can't get a hospital appointment. You can't get a doctor's appointment. There's not enough nurses. There's not enough doctors.
And that's for the people who already live there, Ty.
Yeah, and they come in along now and they jump in the queue for houses. You know, people that's been on the housing list for years and years, waiting to get a place, and these people just walk straight in. They come in here without any documents, no passports, nothing to say who they are, where they're from, what their criminal past is, if they got one, or whatever their past is. Why should we accept that? Why should we? And the biggest thing of all is who's paying for these people to come across? If they're that poor, who's paying for them to come across?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I think people need to look closer to home and realize, you know, like I said, I did ask you the other a question. How many would he house? He said he can't house any. He lives in a penthouse. Well, you know, why should other people house him? You know, 95 jobs lost in our hotel.
Yeah,
95 jobs.
I've been pork chop.
You know.
Yes, I've made my views clear on it. It's you can't move that many people in at that ratio. 1 to 2. It's going to demolish the village community spirit of a mostly aging community. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
It's the same where I live. You know, youngsters get to a certain age, and if they got anything about them, they want to move on a bit. They might come back in later years, you know, in their 30s, 40s, whatever. But most of them want to get out of the bubble of the village or small town, and but you can't introduce that. You can't. It's
I'm against the legal immigrants going anywhere, even in the big cities. To be honest, though, why should they come here and be accepted? You know, why should they? We don't know. Like I said, we don't know who they are, what they get up to. But to put them in a small community, in a hotel in a small community, is utter nonsense. It will not work.
No.
You know?
No. I'm not against immigration.
No.
I'm against illegal immigration. People who are definitely in need, definitely in need and go through the right channels are allowed into the country. It's as simple as that. How many Afghanis and Kurds and that have been let into the country legally?
Yes,
because they have a right and they've gone through the right fucking channels.
Yeah,
you know, I've not got a problem with that, at all.
No, me. But the only issue with that, now we've got to realize, where does this stop? We can only let so many in. You know, we can't leave we can't let everyone in. You know, we're a small island. I think we're overpopulated in any way. So, you know, as you know, it's just over 1 million people have come across lately, you know. So it's another 1 million to fucking house and fucking feed.
You know, we have got It's, we have got space to build new housing and everything. But to be honest, we should be any sort of greenfield sites, whatever you want to call them, that remain should be completely protected and should be being replanted naturally. If I'm honest, a few thousand years ago, we were an island that was mostly forest. And that's gone. It's just gone. So yeah, no, I can't. The illegal immigration, like you said, I personally think that a lot of them are obviously ex-military or maybe military trained. Will definitely be trained in the use and the cleaning of firearms. So they're either going to be used as cannon fodder when the shit hits the fan, or like a few people think they're going to be used to control 15-minute borders and all that sort of shit. But that's going off into the realms of conspiracy, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not feasible. It's not feasible. Thank you, Lady. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just don't. It's just not working, and these people are struggling. And they to not feel safe in your own community. It's never going to be right. Never going to be right.
No.
And before you know it, you're a minority in your own community. So fucking hell, man, it's unacceptable to me. Like, if anyone's coming from a war-torn country, welcome them with open arms, because they come in from that sort of situation. But somebody coming from
Exactly.
Albania, there's nothing wrong in Albania. They just want to come here for the money. I remember a few years ago, they interviewed this Albanian man on TV. He came here, moved here with his wife and children. He was having free money left, right, and center because he had so many kids. And he didn't contribute to anything at all. What he did, he sent his money back to Albania. So he had enough to build a fucking big house in Albania, and then he went back.
Yeah. A lot of them do, Ty. A lot do. A lot of the, I know people that are over here legally. One guy I was in a band with before he went back, in Slovenian. Really nice guy, really highly trained engineer, and he was working in an engineering place over here for really good money. But obviously, he was paying his way. He was paying his tax, paying obviously a rental on a property, car tax, insurance. He went the whole thing. But he was earning that good money. He was sending money home to Slovenia. And in the end, he had to go home for a family emergency. And, before he went, he said he was glad he was sending it home. But he did. He was legal route, a brilliant guitarist, classically trained. What he was doing over here, working as an engineer, I'll never know. But, the money must have been that good for him,
Well, we should welcome professional people, doctors, nurses with open arms, because we need them. We need them so we can build more hospitals to fucking staff them. But for somebody to come here and just fucking have a free house, free fucking money and free food and do fuck all or don't contribute to the country, no, it's not acceptable. Not in my eyes, I mean.
Yeah, could we just link in the dots, Mr. Nice Guy? For sure.
What's that, Minister?
Mr. Nice Guy said, is it conspiracy or is it just linking things up? And the way it looks is just, the way it's going, it looks as if all these little, theories that people got going on there.
There are too many questions unasked, about them.
Yeah.
We don't. The biggest threat is not knowing who they are and where they've come from and what their background is. If they were genuine, they'd come through the right channels and we could see who they are, and then fucking decide whether or not they're allowed to stay. But these people, they're around for a bit and they just disappear into the ether. They're lost. Nobody knows where the fuck they are or what they're up to.
Yeah. Big up, mate.
I'm dead against illegal migration, and that's right through the country. People should stand together and fucking sort it out. I mean, I've seen videos out in Ireland. What's going on in Ireland? You know, fucking hell.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit, not too much. Afternoon, Mark.
Mark, afternoon. Yeah, but
Yep. That's what it is as well. It drives the economy down as well.
Yeah, and our councillors, fucking hell, I hope the people remember what they're doing this time and fucking kick them out next time there's an election. Don't have the bastards back in.
Yeah, it's you know, you got to think as well. You know, how long have Drakeford and all his cronies in the assembly known about this, discussed it? How many hours have they got paid for discussing this issue, knowing that the shit was going to hit the fan in such a small village?
Yeah. How they fucking decided upon this village, you know? Who decided it? You know, obviously when the owners got to hear about it, they jumped up at it because it was going to make them a fucking fortune.
But obviously.
Of what? Yeah.
Where do them owners? You know, where do the owners of the hotel live? Are they based in the UK, or are they based in Europe, or are they based in the East? You know, in Asia. Well, you never know these days with these conglomerates.
There's one chap that's been back and forth that said he owned it, and they found out he didn't own it. They reckon it's about 70 people involved in the ownership of it, you know. And like I said, they're selling rooms off to Russians. They're selling the rooms off in the hotel to the Russians. For whatever reason that is, I don't know. Whether the Russians are paying for these people to come across, I don't know. But there's always that thing going out that, you know, the Russians are sending them over to disrupt the country, you know, because we'll help in back in America and this, that, and the other, you know. That's one theory, isn't it? But who knows what it's about? But I'm sure if they ever come across Ministry to this little village, and we'll soon find out how it's going to pan out then, you know, after a while, you know. Is anybody getting attacked or assaulted or anything like that, you know?
Yeah. But you know, if they do manage to get them in there, and it's not going to end well. Someone's going to end up fucking dead. It's such a small community.
I'm disappointed with the way the police are reacting there. You know, people go, if anybody's looking at the videos of this hotel and the way the Welsh people are there, police just do nothing. You know, when they bust those fucking right-wing wankers in to shout Nazi scum off our streets, you know, what did the police do? Nothing at all. You know, fucking hell.
Yeah, and that's
they stopped the people.
That's a public order offence in itself.
Yeah. And there's a guy called the Welsh Patriot. He came there with a megaphone to shout back at them, and they stopped him using it because they said it was somebody terminally ill. But these fucking lunatics are screaming out for an hour, like, you know.
Yeah.
So they're defending these bastards, and they're defending the owners. You know, they don't care about the people. They don't.
No. The owners have got a right to earn money, but if it's what it sounds like, which is, you know, it's part of some sort of portfolio, and they're selling bits of the portfolio off to, you know, people from overseas. They know well in advance what's going to be happening. They know 12 months in advance. Someone will say to them, "Oh, is your hotel available to fill every room?" And they'll say, "Yeah," and they'll start fucking selling their shares straight away, won't they? Because they know the price is going to fucking, you know, people will pay the money for it.
Well, they must be losing a fortune now at the moment with nobody in there and no access at the moment. So I would imagine it won't be long before they use their money and their power to go to the courts and try and gain access, you know. The fucking scum buckets, you know. Hey, AMG.
Pick up, mate. At the end of the day, people will sell the souls for money, won't you?
Well, these people, the people that own this road are standing strong. They don't want them there, obviously, and they're standing with the village. They won't be bought. It's the local authority or the government are going to fucking turn this around. because the
What
people
I'm
won't
thinking-
fucking have them there.
What I'm thinking is, Tyrone, you say they're not going to do that road. They'll just build a new access road to the fucking thingy, won't they?
That's what they're trying to do.
It's going to cost them a fucking too much money to do that.
What, to build a little pathway to the fucking hotel?
Yeah. There's no access to it, you know, no access at all.
They've got grounds, though, haven't they? So I'm sure they can put a fucking road in.
Yeah, but
Even
they
if
need
the guy says no.
They're going to have to go through somebody else's ground to gain access to their own ground, you know. And
What's that field then? You go through a bush road there.
Yeah, nobody in this town wants them here. Not just the village. Nobody in this town wants them here. You know,
Tyrone, you got to think about that. Fucking hotel is worth a few million, probably.
Yeah.
It's pretty big, isn't it? So I think they got funds to pay a little fucking road to get access through the bush. It's all right for them people standing on that other guy's road, but they'll just say, "Oh, we'll build our own fucking road, won't they?" That's what they'll do. I bet you.
But if the council stand with the people, then the council won't let them, you know, come off the main road to get a side road in there. No way. So, you know,
I'm sure I seen a thing today. The council dropped the fucking legal action against the fucking thing. So
yeah, that was when they applied to stop.
You got to think, though, the council are just the government anyway, aren't they? If you think about it.
Yeah, but you know, it's different here because you know people remember what they are, who they are, and what they are, and if they got anything, if they think anything or wanting to get back in, these councillors and shit like that, they won't fucking do anything.
Nah, people remember.
Yeah.
In small, in local council elections, people will fucking remember big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, ice volleyball with intent. I know.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I admire those people. I really do, because they sleep in there 24/7. You know, it's they really are worried that, and you know, the nature of the beast here. This bastard who's speaking up for these people that think they will not think they own it, but they got no access to it. The hotel wasn't making money. The hotel was making money. It was always busy there. You know, weddings right through the year. Every week there'd be a wedding there. People are always going up there for booking it for parties and functions and Sunday lunches. You know, you could phone them up and say, "Oh, can I book a Sunday?" No, I'm sorry, we're packed. Can't, you know.
Yep.
It's all bollocks what they're doing. They're doing it to get more money out of whoever's paying them, the government or whatever.
Oh, of course, they can double the room prices immediately, can't they?
Yeah. The thing was, and all,
I reckon
it's a 70-room hotel, right? It's got 70 rooms, and they bring in 241 people in. So they were going to bring in containers then to put outside the hotel, you know, on the car parking to house the rest of them. And then
Tyrone, if the hotel owner is like up for it to house fucking illegal, then Circle's gonna push it out there. They're gonna push it. Oh, we'll build a little road for you here then, just to get into it.
You know what? Why isn't the thinking? You know, first we get our veterans and our homeless off the streets, whether they're addicts of any kind or not.
Yeah.
Right? Shouldn't they get priority first to live in these fucking porta cabins and hotels?
Yeah.
Put that out there. Should they get priority? I think they should.
Of course they should.
You know, some aren't going to want it, obviously, because some people
some choose to live on the streets
that way. Yeah, some that's their life. They're just travelers. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
But there's a lot who would choose a fucking warm hotel room with a fucking shower over a cold fucking doorway. Let's be fair.
I think it's a bigger operation. What you're thinking about? Forget homeless in the UK. The agenda is bigger than that, innit? The agenda is bringing in people. The mass migration of people across Europe, innit? That's what it's about.
Yeah.
The mass migration. All these fuckers going into the USA through the border, Mexico, and all these traveling across Europe into the UK. It's all by design. It must be. It can't be happening, you know what I mean? If it was that bad, the army would be on the fucking borders, wouldn't they? But they don't want that, do they? They want it to happen. They want it to fucking happen.
Somebody's
They claim
paying.
to be able, but no, I'm not having it. Yeah, there's money to be made in their own countries if they knuckled down and got on with it. You know what I mean?
Everyone's worried about inflation. Do you think it's all a coincidence? It's all happening at the same time. Inflation, worrying about your mortgage, everything's up and up and up. You have to worry, and everything's flooding in. It's all happening at the same time, innit? They're not stupid, are they? The elite. You know, the Matrix does things like he gears ahead.
I mean, you go to their country illegally. Well, the only place you're going to end up is in fucking jail. You won't be put in an hotel. You won't have free food. You won't have a new phone. You won't have fuck all, just a fucking prison cell.
Me and we're sat here fucking talking about, these boats are right. Okay. It's fucking all by design. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yes. At the end of the day, it boils down to the government. They're not doing their fucking jobs. They should have. When we left Europe, or when we left the EU, it was close the borders. No,
Tyrone.
But there's more people fucking walking in here now than ever.
Do you remember Egyptians? Remember them when you looked at the box? Egyptians. Where did they go? Where did they go? They got wiped out. How come? Got flooded with immigrants. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
There's more behind this, and more people realize. There's more people behind this. There's something going on. Something wrong here. Something's going on.
Boris Johnson loses his phone.
Okay, all right.
They're all fucking scripted out there. We're living in a fucking fucking book.
Yeah.
Well, it's all fucking a scam.
It's a shitstorm. It will be a shitstorm.
Well, like you say, it's either gonna kick off and they're gonna be cannon fodder, or it is financial destabilization and they're just prepping us for fucking digital currency, whether we like it or not.
I'm sure I heard in the news sometime that they have passed a law now on migration to send people back. Those people the people that came from safe countries, they're gonna send back. But
load of bollocks.
It's finding the fuckers first.
I'm Nobby was on the fucking cliff today when he dove out. When he fucking on one boat, it's like fucking about at least 50, 60 people, and one could be up to 100.
Do you know all these people that are marching and saying, racists come off our streets and immigrants are welcome here. When they approach them and say, "How many will you take somebody in?" "Oh, I can't. I'm renting. I can't do it." "Oh, my house is only small. I can't do it. I got no room." Where are you going to fucking put them? You want them, yeah? Where are you going to fucking put them? For fuck's sake, man. They need to give their heads a wobble and realize what's going on. These are not people running away from atrocities. These are people coming through safely through Europe to come here for a fucking free ride. And anything else that's underhanded.
Financial gain.
People need to wake up and fucking what's going on. It's happening. It's a fucking invasion in plain sight. It's as simple as that.
How mad is it? Everyone's worried about inflation, about fucking trying to eat. Luckily, it's okay now with the weather, so we're not fucking cold, are we? So to me, it's like, nobody was screaming when he was screaming, fucking why are you down here at Dover helping us? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, families are worried about the fucking own families trying to eat. Inflation going through the roof. They have to pay the fucking rent of every day. And then they got the government flying about in fucking see-through triangles in the air, but no one can see. It's mad, isn't it? And they're getting in.
Yeah. How long's it been going on? It's been going on a long time. And if you count it up to £6 million a day, they're spending over 6 million nowadays on these people. What could they do with that money? You know,
it's a combination, isn't it? If you think about it, they want you to watch BBC on this crap that government, as it Parliament, them fucking pawns that move about like a chess player out there. They move about like a chess player. Oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, but nothing really happens, does it? You say this shit on the fucking news every day, and nothing fucking happens. That's what's happening. Fuck all. What they
Marie,
know.
Afternoon, Marie.
They're just fucking pawns, aren't they?
Afternoon.
And the proper elite and flying about and see through fucking triangles.
We're pawns. We're just pawns. As Pink Floyd said, pawns in one big chess game.
Yeah,
we're worried about fucking tap water and they're fucking flying through the stars. Fucking stars! We should be flying through the stars.
You won't go on a fucking plane, you won't. Never mind fucking plane.
I'll man my own crap. 100%.
Get on that plane and go away with your family, for fuck's sake.
She sent me a free video above the clouds and said, fucking hell. Well, I could be fucking there with you with that. It's right dead loud above the clouds. I thought, what the fuck?
You're not
I'm on my own crap.
You're not going to get sucked up in the spaceship, look, are you? You'll be safe on there.
Oh, I'm on my own craft and I'll take my family where I want to go through the fucking galaxy. That's what'll happen.
Like Elon.
Spain. Fuck Spain. Let's go to fucking all different planets. Imagine them humans, not humans, like there could be humans out there, like you couldn't call them humans, but like hybrids or whatever they are on different planets. What we're missing out on. The government knows what's going on. We're missing out traveling the stars to visit different fucking species, basically. Well, it should be happening now. Fuck Elon with his fucking rockets. What fucking go to Mars? What's never going to happen? Elon's a little fucking shill anyway. That shill he works for NASA. Oh, we're sending rockets to NASA's fucking space station in fucking space. Yeah, you fucking shill. He knows fully what's happening.
Big up ministry. All right, mate.
Richest man in the world.
AMG, you're slipping, brother, because you were supposed to be defending this galaxy, and you're letting all shit going on up there. You know what I mean?
Well, he's the richest man in the world. He's lying to the humans in there. He wants to build electric cars, but a fucking crap anyway. They might be fast, but that's it. They got no life in them.
They're blowing up
Ministry, I've just come up because I was listening to the end of your conversation, what Tyrone was saying about the asylum seekers and so on. But watch your video as well, Tyrone. I just want to say, when I go down to cause I'm not that far from Brighton, Worthing, so on, Bognor Regis. It's quite shocking, these towns, what you actually see now. I mean, I was around Worthing a few weeks ago, and I was around Bognor Regis as well. And these towns are taken over, literally taken over. These guys are walking around, they've got they're carrying around, they're in tracky bottoms, vests, black bags, they're just walking around the town with a phone in hand, you know what I mean? And, you can tell. They've just come off the boat or wherever, and they're getting a lot. And they've just built that ship. Have you seen that hotel ship?
Container,
container ship. The big protest there, Tyrone. 500 people it holds, right? They can still come to shore. This is Portland Bill near Weymouth, right?
Yeah.
They can still. They don't stay on the boat. They can still come to shore. It hides 500. But do you know how many actually come across each day on the south coast now? It's over 500 that actually come across per day.
Yeah,
that people. These towns, we don't. When you're up north, or I don't see it around too much, but you pointed out Wales, but on the south coast towns, they're getting overrun with it. It's just not. It's just shocking,
Yeah.
Where does it end? When they're building container ships for 500. How long is that going to last for?
Yeah, but what they should do with that ship, with that container ship, that was just tow it back into the French waters and leave it there.
It's got to get to the stage where one day they get picked up and then we take them back and drop them back off on French soil.
Exactly. Just turn them
Why
where they
the
are.
hell we let them on mass land and let them fucking stay? Pick them up, get a boat, stick a fucking ship in the middle of the channel, chuck them on the boat, drop them back off in Dieppe or Le Havre or fucking any of them French ports, and then we fuck back up.
Yeah, just fucking.
You know what I mean?
Or round them all up, straight back.
The French
get them
aren't
ashore,
doing
pick
fuck
up at
all.
the airport,
They're
and
doing
fucking
nothing.
fly them
That's
back.
right. Yeah, they just letting them come across. They just let them come across. Look at some of the videos in France. There's hundreds of them on the beach getting on the boats. No one's stopping them and come across. Yes, I understand there's some sad cases, families. I ain't denying this. There are. I'm not going to say, but I've seen it. I see it for myself. I've seen it in Worthing, Brighton, Bognor, Eastbourne, any of them towns. You go and walk around and you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's happening everywhere.
He's seen the same. He's down there.
It's an invasion in plain sight. I've said it for a long time. You know.
Yeah, but you'll get these lefties and all that, Tyrone. You'll say, "Oh no, we've got to let them in. No, keep letting them in." Let's see what they say in 10 years' time. Let's see what they say in 15 years' time.
Well, we'll be a minority in this country in 10 years.
Let's see what they say there.
Yeah,
I don't mind immigration. Fair enough. I'm not rated one scrap. You know, it's nothing to do with that. It's to do with how many people. You know, the people are here now. You know what I mean? I see it. I think you can see it for yourself. You know,
Gripper. Could I be an immigrant to a new fucking planet?
Yeah. I know,
let me do that.
I know what's going to happen to you, mate. I know what's going to happen to you, mate. You want to zoom off, don't you?
You know, the safest place to be now is what do you call Poland, because they won't let one.
Plug me mic in. Sorry,
they won't let one refugee in there. Not one.
The government won't let me go to a different planet, will they? Hey, to let me be an immigrant.
Ministry.
Afternoon, Robert.
Ministry, can you hear me? Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Is that better? Okay, man. Sorry about the wrong. I didn't have my mic plugged in. I was on the bloody stupid laptop mic.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I think one day, MG, I think you've got the fucking right idea, mate. Get in that spaceship and fuck off. I think that's what we have to do.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, funny though.
We won't be able to go out for a pint in the fucking pub.
Imagine.
No.
Definitely.
My brother's brought up this way. He's come from just up the road from Bognor, which was where I was born and raised.
Yeah. Oh, are you from down there? So you'll know yourself then, Ministry, what's going on down there. A lot of protests, a lot of worried people, residents down there, isn't there?
But my brother's brought up here, and he had no qualms about leaving Sussex and coming up here to live. But he said in the past, not so much now about the wave that's coming in, but anything that's sort of black market down that way is controlled by the Russians and the Poles and stuff. Any black market stuff, so baccy, drugs, booze, whatever it may be, cars, whatever. They control the lot, and he had no qualms about moving up here, none at all.
Yeah, the Albanians are taking over these places, for drugs and everything. He's taking over towns.
They're taking over from the Russians now. I think they are.
Right. Listen, Minister, I got to jump off. It's my turn to cook tea tonight. So,
what are you cooking? What are you cooking, Tyrone?
Only a bit of pasta.
Very nice. Oh, right. Okay, cool. Very nice.
Not a lot.
See you later for the love train, Tyrone. Yeah.
I should be listening in. Yes. Yeah. Right. Big up, Ministry. Big up the chat. Big up the chat.
See you later, man.
Yeah. Ta-da.
Yeah, so
I always forget, Ministry. You're from down that way, aren't you? As well, you say. I mean, 50, 60 miles from there. It's I'm going down there this weekend. I'm going to go down. I'm going down. I've not been around for a few weeks. I've been away until I'm going to go down there. But I've seen the change. I've seen the change within a couple of years. I've seen the change down there within a year. Within a year.
Yeah,
and it's on the news all the while. The protests. I mean that container ship, what they've put off, it's just like a token. It's like a tokenism saying, we're doing something. They're doing fuck all. They're doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I noticed it, last time I went down to Bournemouth to visit family, I wandered off in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
I think I jumped on a live. I can't remember whose, but I jumped on someone's live. But I went off in the evening. There's like a wooded walk next to my auntie's place. So I just went over there and sat for a couple of smokes, and I saw one or two, I'm not being racist, white couples walk through there as it was getting dark. But as soon as it got dark, I was sat there smoking, and every bench had 2 or 3 migrants sat on it.
Yeah.
Through the whole thing. And, there's 20, 30 benches through the whole thing. It didn't bother me sitting there smoking because they just didn't look my way even. They could just see I was just sat there smoking,
Yeah. Mama, think about it.
That's a very posh place, and it's like, loads.
Mama, think about how would you dumb down the population? Think about it. What's the number one thing you do? What does everyone need?
Dumb down the population of UK, you mean? Anywhere.
What do humans need? Number one.
Well, food for a start.
It'd be number one. It'd be water, wouldn't it?
Not food. Water, food.
If you don't drink tap water, what? So what else? How could you get to them? When you have showers and you're bathing in that shower, and it's absorbing to your biggest organ in the fucking world, your skin, in it. It's absorbing to you. So how can you dumb down the population?
But where are these people coming from, AMG? This is what your point is. You know what I mean? These people aren't coming from war-torn countries. These people are coming from places like Algeria. They're coming from Egypt. They're coming from middle of West Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, these. Okay, they probably have got a lot of money, and they live their lifestyles completely different. When they come here, it's like fucking, it's like paradise, isn't it? Fair enough. Yeah. But they're not war-torn countries. Okay, Afghanistan, South Sudan. There's always trouble going off there. But where else? Where else is there? They're coming. Albania. Is Albania a war-torn country? No, it's part of fucking Europe, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Why do no fuckers doing anything about it? At the end of the day, no one's worried at it. Oh, they're invading and then the average family is thinking about.
The trouble is as well, AMG. The trouble is as well, AMG. In my ministry, we've got a very fucking weak government now, and we've got like what I call an end of life government, similar to what happened in the late 90s with John Major when he took over before Tony Blair took over in 97. It's an end of life government, and an end of life government is pretty bad.
Flat and devoid of any sort of.
They're frightened to do anything. Look at what's happened now. Yesterday they got thrashed in the fucking election, didn't they? Last night they got 20,000 majority turned over. Oh no, that was a good result. What fucking Sunak said today? You fucking real? You know what I mean? Labour are going to walk that election.
Okay,
Labour are going to walk that election next year.
Who gives a fuck about Parliament? No one.
But this is the problem. I don't care shit. I've lost a lot of heart about politics as well, G. But this is your problem. You've got an end of life government that's going fuck all about what's happening, and we can all see it. Just that's the problem. Only people in Parliament like me and you.
Brits. Them fuck Parliament just pay puppets at the end of the day.
Oh, they'll be all right. Boris gets his lifetime fucking peerage. Is security for life.
He sold his soul. He sold his soul.
He'll get that.
You know your soul. You'll be happy all your life. These fuckers, all right, fucking human out there. A human being would have morals.
Sorry, Jason.
You'd have morals.
The thumbnail, Jason, is just my sense of humour. Family time, Fritzle time, or whatever.
All right, AJ.
You all right? How you doing?
Okay, man.
No, I just can't come in this chat without getting timed out by ass. You just fucking time me out every time I come in.
AJ, stay up here, mate. You'll be fucking safe with us. You won't get timed out like Zara B's chat. You can't even fucking comment.
Well, you are asking Ice Chain if he's got a new wheelchair and that, mind, AJ.
So. What's up with that? Fucking hell. It's a joke.
AJ, it's the moderation. I'm saying the same thing about mine. The ministry's the same as me.
If you attack the mods, they're going to time you out. It's as simple as that.
Same with my chat as well, AJ. I tell you the same thing.
AJ, stick with me, mate. You'll be okay.
Yeah, I can say hello ass and he fucking turns me out. It doesn't matter if I mention wheelchair or not.
I did notice I've been, because I've got my screen split.
Stay close, mate. Stay close.
I've been reading the StreamYard chat when I could be reading the YouTube chat.
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback on the back of AMG.
It'll come form. AJ, you've been on here long enough and you're big enough now, man. If you get timed out, so fucking what? You come back, don't you? What's it matter? Eh? You know what I mean? Does it matter?
Yeah.
Why? Why does it bother you? Why? You've obviously said something.
Because I literally can't put my arm through my fucking phone and slap the shit out of him. That's why.
I said it wasn't him. I said it wasn't him, AJ, and I can concur that it wasn't him.
Well, there you go. It could have been me. I'm a moderator. It could have been me, AJ.
You wouldn't time me out, Gripper. You love me.
BB. It was Mr. BB. He's saying he did.
There you go.
On ISIS's behalf.
No messing, Mr. BB. He'll fucking have you. Mr. BB will have you, AJ.
I thought Mr. BB liked me. I don't know.
So if you like somebody, that means you can say what you want in chat, is it, AJ? Yeah.
You live and learn, don't you?
Oh dear.
Oh, come on, Gripper. Who are you sticking up for? I thought you loved me.
I love everybody, AJ. You know that. But it's moderation in the chat, and Ministry's just doing he's got his moderators to do a job like to do mine. I hate it when people come up and moan about being timed out. Do you, Ministry? It fucking does my head in.
Yeah, yes and no. Yes and no.
Yeah. If it's
I've had a few people go ham with their spanners, so.
Oh yeah, if it's that, there's been a bit, with the spanners, then yeah.
Yeah, it's not just this chat; it's every chat I go in that he's got a spanner on. He fucking abuses it.
Because you're well known, AJ. That's all, mate. You know.
Stick online, AJ. Stick on the panel.
Yeah, our legend says he'll time you out wherever he is. Look, so there you go.
Can't time you out on the panel, can you?
Yeah, but fucking, listen, at the end of the day, fucking legends are mong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, mate.
Stick on the panel, AJ. It'll be okay, mate.
All right.
There's your answer from Mr. BB. You said you thought he liked you. He does like you. He said, I can laugh about fucked up legs so you can manage 300. 300 seconds.
Anyway, Ministry, we're going for another Love Train Part 3 tonight, as you probably know. I'm a bit mad
don't put children in the title.
Don't put chilled. No, I'm not. I might do that for a laugh, actually. A chilled love train tonight, which I'll put that. It can't be. Surely, Ministry, it can't be as mad as last time. Please don't. You know what I mean? Fucking hell.
No.
It's nothing. Nothing will be as mad as that. Surely. I've got a good co-host this time, so things should run smoothly.
Who's your co-host? Who's that?
Selena.
It's a secret.
Selena. No,
he's ditched Jason, and he ditched him.
Yeah, Jason got sacked.
You best.
That's Selena. That's a good choice.
Yeah, she's all right as well. She's got good questions.
I think when he was your co-host, I think it went to his head, didn't it, Jason's?
You think something went to his head, AJ? I'm not sure.
Tequila.
No, Paul. We were having a. Yeah, we were. Yeah.
I thought you were bros.
Got my insurance, Caster, so I will be fucking out on the shore as soon as I've got some wheels.
I thought you were bros.
Yeah, let me link Casters. The chat's going up. Let me link Casters a minute.
You started as bros, didn't you?
Who?
Grips and Jason started as bros, didn't they? I'm sure he did.
Well, they started as boyfriend and girlfriend, I thought.
Who?
You and Jason.
Oh, God, yeah, we love us, do you know?
Wait, who was the bitch and who was the man?
Ditched him now.
Yeah, me and Jason. Jason's back on tonight. Don't worry, Jason will be up tonight.
Hey, I fucking blocked from his channel.
Yeah, has it? You blocked from Jason's as well?
Yeah, I got blocked fucking weeks ago, and I don't know why. He hasn't told me why.
You have to have a word with him, then. You know.
It's Friday, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday, Magic, you hear that on the radio, don't you? It's
Yeah,
like-
DT, I'll schedule it, mate. If you want to pop up before the live starts, you're more than welcome, DT. Definitely. I'll get in the StreamYards before about 20. I'll be there about half an hour before, probably. Anyway, if you want to chat, that's cool, man.
So what time does the gay train start? 8 o'clock.
9:30. 9:30.
Ugh. So you'll have to get Zora up. She can be like Cilla Black, and you can be like Graham with a quick reminder, can't you?
Zara will be probably coming up. Are you looking for love then, AJ? Are you on the love train tonight?
That's
So, am I what? Looking
Yeah,
for
so
love?
are you looking for love?
Am I looking for the fucking YouTube relationship? Am I fucking hell? Chocolate, my fucking jeez.
That's a big no.
I'll put you down for a no, AJ.
101.
Yeah, Eamon's coming on tonight. He's looking for love. He says he's coming up tonight. He says is enough sitting in chat. He said I'm coming on that panel. So I'm looking forward to seeing Eamon.
Hey, Jason said he's looking for love. He said it that many times. I'm thinking, wow. You're looking at the wrong places.
Fishing, casters,
Marie C, she's on panel tonight looking for love, aren't you, Marie C? I've already got a date for you, Marie C. I've already got a date for Marie C.
I did say to Jason, why don't you try
Sorry, Minister, I'm taking over your bloody love train.
No, that's all good.
I apologise. I'm going to get back to fucking moaning about these fucking fuckers.
How ironic is this?
No. We just go.
Sorry, Ministry.
We've moved on from that. We just keep going as we are, don't we?
I want to ask. Can I ask AMG a question? Yeah. AMG, what got you into aliens the first? Come on, what? Because I said this to Arkash about his flat Earth last night.
Oh, fucking
So what got you into the aliens and the conspiracy theories and things like that?
Basically, I used to watch UFO videos on YouTube. I thought, fuck it. How mad is that? It must be everywhere. So I sat outside for 3 months, didn't see fuck all. Every night this up. Not say about 2 months, not 3 months, but about 2 months. Every night fucking singing, I'm going to see, so I didn't see fuck all, did I?
Yeah.
And then after that...
You're in Mank, aren't you? So it's difficult with light around there, like I said to you before, with airports and stuff, isn't it? Yeah.
At night time, I used to sit at night time in that fucking chair outside in the garden. I used to sit there looking up. Didn't see fuck all for about a month or two. And then out of the blue, something happened, so... I don't know if it was like residence or something in my body, like...
Yes, John. Sorry, AMG. Go on.
Like a residence, like if you want to believe, you'll see something, won't you?
Yeah.
I think about it.
Yeah.
But recently I thought, fucking, I've seen that. Have you
seen something? Have you seen something, AMG, or you think you've seen something? Then go on. Then,
I've seen something, but recently I think right, I've seen that, so let me see something again, like build my body up like a fucking finger, but nothing happens. It's hard, isn't it, to explain to humans that are hostile from the get-go. That's the only thing. But yeah, out of the blue, I seen 2 metal balls flying through the sky together. So
you said you've seen things down your way, haven't you, Ministry? But there's a lot of military inside, a lot of military action in South Wales, isn't there?
A lot of dark military stuff.
Yeah, and stuff that doesn't even get put on flight radar or anything, isn't there?
No.
Yeah,
it was that weird the one night. Me and the mate were, always, when the dogs were younger and had more dogs, always walk late, good headlight and everything, and we would see meteor showers that weren't forecast, if you like, all sorts, and some really, really peculiar aircraft, most of which could be traced on the flight radar trackers, which is how I found out that they were military planes, and that because they were low and making a really odd noise, but they were obviously filtering air as they go in. But all sorts of weird shit down here.
Yeah.
Basically, humans are programmed to. Humans are programmed to be negative from the offset. You've seen someone do a backflip. Fuck that! No, that guy can't do a backflip. That's what a human program is supposed to be like.
I think, Paul.
But once you see something, it's like, whoa. You sit in bed at night thinking, wow, did I see that? Am I fucking seeing things? You must be not seeing things because you've fucking seen it and you've seen detail on it. How can that be wrong? If I was seeing things, I see two. If I was seeing something, I see two fucking pigs flying in the sky, but that didn't happen. I see two fucking UFOs flying together.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying because we are, especially with media and how we're brought up and like education and school and what we read, we are brought up not to believe in none shit like that, aren't we? And Arkash was saying a similar thing actually to what you've just said. You believe. You have to go out there and find out yourself and then take it in. You know what I mean? Because you are, through your education and how you're brought up, you are saying, right, it's like that, right, it's like that, it's right like that. But until you start looking into these things and even with the Antarctica thing, that I didn't even on here, I didn't know nothing about that until I came on here and I looked into it a bit. And even I am slightly thinking, why is Antarctica so protected? Nobody can go there. It's it's just I find
I'm fascinated with it. I'm fascinated with
human history.
I haven't watched anything for a little while. But I'm fascinated with the Admiral Byrd stuff. It's all recorded. It's all recorded.
MJ,
the US government. He was the highest ranking admiral or something, and they sent him down there with a military armada.
Yes, I think I've read something about that.
Me, you know what I mean? They haven't released half of what happened. The US government have hidden.
No, they won't do, will they? No, they won't do.
No, they never will. No.
Yeah, Admiral Byrd, wasn't it? Going to the fucking pole, and he'd put his dive out. I could see a fucking hole that went into the inner Earth, and spaceships took him in to the inner Earth, and said something. I can't remember what he said now, and then let him back out. That was in his journal, wasn't it? Why would he do that in his journal? Is there no
wide awake, Mark? Wide awake, mate. Sorry, MJ. Just talking to you.
Basically, Gripper, all I say to you is open your mind, it'll set you free.
Yeah, oh yeah. You've got to open your mind because it does. They do try. They literally do. Media, government, if you want to say it, I brought up, educate. They do try and close it, and you get to that until you find out for yourself and go and looking, go hunting. Yeah, that's that's obviously thousands and millions of people. Thousands of people are going to say, "Oh, you load of
listen
shit."
to me. Open your mind, and it will set you free. Mm-hmm. Just put them 4 words into your mind.
Yeah, I'm open to anything. I'm open to anything, and I'll stick by my theory. Now, I'll never change. I've had this theory for ages that the human race is not from this planet. I've said it from day one. The human race are from this planet. We are not from here. It doesn't work out. This is not our planet, and I'll stick by that. I ain't going to change in it. We are from somewhere else. Don't know how we got here. Know what happened, but how we evolved. You look at the situation. There's nothing here that what can suddenly make a human being out of what's happened. We're from somewhere else, 100%. You know what I mean? And we've only been on this planet a little. I think something like 0.03% of how old the planet is. Just think about that. This planet is millions and millions and millions of years old. You know what I mean? Put it in perspective. We're only here for a bit because we'll be gone. Human race will be gone. We do know, you know that, isn't it? And then what comes next? It's fucking weird, isn't it? You know. Anyway, that's cheered everybody.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I think our DNA's been manipulated. I'll be honest.
Of course.
Really do. But we're going deep. I do. Yeah. Call me a quack or a conspiracy theorist or whatever you want, but I'm one of these that. Well, I get not dragged in, but like the Antarctica thing, and I got dragged in by. I know it's people say it's been debunked, but Eric von Daniken's Chariots of the Gods, where he explains hieroglyphics and other stuff in a different way. I love all that stuff, all that unexplained stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a hidden world, isn't it? Right in front of our eyes, if you think about it. Just because we was born fucking 20 years ago, doesn't mean we know everything, do we? If you think about it, a human brain has to learn what's going on, doesn't it, throughout their life.
Well, you think Antarctica, AMG Ministry, so on. I think Antarctica, we've only been to Antarctica over the last just over 100 years, supposedly. Or have we? We don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you think about it.
From the 1500s of Antarctica without the ice on it, so...
If you think about it in the modern day, if you think about just drinking a one bottle of beer,
yes, I've heard of that, Dave. I've read a bit about that. Yeah, see, a few people agree with me. I don't think I'm nuts, but yeah, it's definitely we ain't from this fucking planet. Trust me.
I think you lot have been watching too much of the fucking Outer Limits and the fucking Twilight Zone myself.
No, not concentrating on all this live stuff and everything. There's other things to expand your mind on YouTube, whether it be history or futuristic stuff. You know, I'm well into my history, so
I've heard people say they've seen hybrids, human and alien ones.
No anxiety X. No, sorry, AMG.
Anxiety X. I love that.
Yeah.
Man.
Do you think these fuckers are fucking withdrawing our sperm for a reason or what? They're doing hybrids, aren't they? Think about that. Human.
You don't know what's being experimented on AMG, and plus over these next 50, 100 years, we won't see it in our lifetime. 150 years probably. AI is going to fucking really take over. Literally.
Yeah.
AI is going to take over our whole lives. I mean, literally everything, by fucking getting up in the morning, by what we eat, where we go, what we do. AI is going to be in about. Listen, I predict in probably 50, probably end of this century, we'll be like a human robot. We'll know everything what we're doing, where we're going, and we'll be like, it'll be all conducted. We'll be all in like a formation. Yeah, don't you, Ministry? Yeah.
All by design.
Yeah.
What's happening now?
Yeah, because there's so many fucking sheep out there who'll do anything anyway. You know what I mean? That's what's going to happen. Don't you, Ministry?
Well, yeah, we're gonna get fucking. You know, AI is going to be introduced into us, and they'll then become part of our fucking DNA. And
and AI is good. We'll have an implant with an AI, and it'll be more intelligent than actually what we are, and then that's how we'll become, and that's how we will evolve. That's what will happen by the end of this century. That we'll see that. Well, obviously, most of us won't see it, but by the end of the century, that's what it'll be like. Definitely, you know. And what you think that's 77 years? Ain't that fucking far, is it? You know.
Well, you're 77 really. Now, aren't you? I thought you were 77, Gripper.
Not quite. Another 30 odd years. Unbelievable, yeah. I'll say that doesn't sound that long, does it? Fucking hell.
30 odd years. Get out, you're older than me, aren't you?
I was born in 78. I'm younger than you. What year was you born?
74.
You're 74. 74 years. I'm 4 years younger than you, then.
Fucking hell. I'm the old man of the panel.
AMG's a whippersnapper, and he's 20, about 20 something. About 28. Oh, AMG 27. He's not answering me. Don't blame
He's
him.
muted. He's muted.
Yeah. But
I'm here. Imagine Total Recall was true.
Oh God.
Imagine that. Hey.
We ain't going to be far off things like that. Total Recall, Terminator, iRobot. You ain't going to be far off none of that. Yeah.
Well, we're seeing a lot of James Bond's gadgets, become reality now, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. And don't forget also AMG, don't forget what you're not, as you already pointed out, what you're not told. Don't forget that's fucking hidden. Don't forget what they know about and they will never tell us. All that shit.
We should be traveling stars,
basically. What it's still fucking. I still find this very strange, and I wasn't around. We weren't around. Why in the 1950s Area 51, obviously, but in the 1950s, there's this science fiction explosion. You got it all over the media. They made films about it. Everybody had theories about it, didn't it? It exploded in the 50s.
Well,
you know what I mean? Why? I find it very strange, all that as well. I've read a lot about that.
After the Roswell crash, they invented Air Force, didn't they? Hey, so it all fits into place, doesn't it?
Why did we go mad in the space race in the 60s to get to the moon and find space, and then suddenly, bang, it all stops and the funding stops? They don't do it. Why? All this, don't you find that all very strange as well? Because I do.
I've got a question.
It's fucking weird.
How come everyone's fucking hating all? We're in war with Russia and China, but when we have COVID, we all come together. Russia and China doing the same things as us. How about that?
Because at the end of the day, MG, the whole planet is one. We're Earthlings. We're one. People divided by different things, nations, continents, whatever. We're Earthlings. That's what we are. We're all one, aren't we? End of the day, innit? You know.
Yeah. Well, we are all the same. Genetically, we're all the same. Only slight manipulations of DNA in certain peoples that have kept ancient DNA, like some of the South Americans and some Asians, and Pacific Islanders for one, and Aboriginals got a very specific DNA set, haven't they? But the rest of us,
because they basically kept to their generations over the years. That's why ministry as well, haven't they? There's been no mixture or whatever. They basically carried on from thousands of years from day one, haven't they? Yeah, because like that island in the Indian Ocean, they have no human contact with anybody. Anybody goes near that island, you fucking throw spears at you. You know what I mean?
How come the world fucking hate each other? All the fucking world fucking governments hate each other, but they all went together for COVID. So next one, how come the world hate each other and they all coming together CBDC? They're all doing the same CBDCs, aren't they? To put us all in a slave system. How could that happen if we're at war? Them fuckers are dying in Ukraine, being dragged from the street and put in for Ukraine fucking trenches to get bombed from cluster bombs. But how come we're all doing CBDCs now? Russia just announced CBDC. How's it all fucking happening? It's a world stage, isn't it? If you think about it, it's a fucking big fucking.
Of course it is. It's a lot of it's deflection, isn't it? You know, of course it is.
Well, that's a big deflection because, to be honest, there's no need for any sort of ground war, shall we say, anymore. It can all be done from satellite, you know, with EMPs, electromagnetic pulse weapons. Just shut people's fucking electricity systems down. That's enough. That's enough. If you shut a country's electricity system down, that's it. You know, it's hard to get at your fuel. It's hard to get at your food. So, you know, I think it's
Anxiety X is depressed. The panel's making depressed, ministry.
Oh, anxiety. We could get some shouters on. Yeah.
Oh, don't. It was nice. You'll bring him on now, ministry. Fucking hell, I'm going if Gamer comes on, I'm off. Oh no. It's good. It's an interesting theory. What McMoon just scrolled back up. He says, where we're going to go after is, you might not want to know. We don't want to know, do we? Who wants to fucking know that, Mick? That one, yeah. We don't want to know. It's the unknown, Mick. That's why human nature doesn't like the unknown. Exactly. So we don't want to know that. We have theories about that as well, but fucking hell, that's another one, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
my last couple of lives have started with good intent and then ended up really shouty. But it's nice just to have I know I was waffling at the start, but as soon as Ty came on, it's been proper conversation all the way. You know.
Yeah. Well, that's what triggered me to come up when Ty was on about it. You know, because I see it all the wild ministry on the south coast. It just triggered me. You know what I mean? So, you know, I see it. And obviously, I forget. I always put you down as well, which obviously, but I forget you're from that area, aren't you? As well,
Yeah. Originally,
yeah. Looking nice in Manchester, a bit overcast, but not looking bad. Yeah.
Yep.
Go on, AMG, tell us. We can't hear you, man. Go on.
The sun is shining.
Yeah. You can see
Big
the
up
The weather
sun.
is sweet. Yeah.
Big up the sun.
Yeah. Won't be there one day. You know what happens with
No.
you know what happens with stars and fireballs? You know what happens, don't you? Bang. One day. Then we'll be all gone then.
Yeah, in a billion years. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's going to happen one day. Yeah.
Once I heard that online, it said, "Oh, the Earth won't be here no more." I thought, "What the fuck?" Got paranoid, and I thought, "Well, it's a billion years away. It's not going to happen to me, is it?"
Yeah, this is what I was going to try and get into. I was trying to talk to Arkash last night. I was going to get into this, but didn't really. It ended up like any live, it changed. But I was trying to get to Arkash. I meant to ask his theory about, because his theory about the globe and the space and so on. I wanted to ask him about these theories about these probes that go over to deep space and Mars and so on, and if he really believes they actually do that, because I'm not sure what his position. I don't think he believes in none of that, does he?
I think I've seen Starlink on one occasion.
I've seen Starlink. I've seen
4 o'clock
Starlink
in the morning.
Yeah, Paul O'Neill. Save it for mine later on.
Yeah.
Cheers, man.
There's a guy who does some like professional photography and that. He's from the town. But he puts bits and bobs up on Facebook. And he'll put up, little posts occasionally when there's going to be a meteor shower and shit.
Really?
Or when Starlink is going over and if it's going to be visible.
Yeah.
We don't live in a dark area, but we're on the boundaries of one. About 20 miles away or so, a dark area starts where there's no light pollution and stuff. So I've seen Starlink a few times.
Really?
Bad fucking. I think it was about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I clocked about 1 to 2 seconds of it. It was like all little dots right into it. It was like it must have been turning or something. Like one dot, bam, 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 bam. I seen it, and then it just stopped.
Yeah, it says they catch the sun on the other side of the planet, and I've seen them come across in a big string.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
You must have really dark skies. You must have dark skies where you are, man. To see that. Because it's like I'm on like what 30 or 35 miles from London, and sometimes you can't see fuck all. Plus, I'm near an airport as well. You know what I mean? So it's difficult for me to see anything like that, to be honest.
Oh yeah, when
I was in Port, like I said last week, the other day, sorry, when I was in Portugal at night, it's amazing just to watch all the stars, and it's like someone's put little light bulbs in the sky. It's amazing.
So you've seen all the stars, but you've not seen fucking Starlink going across the sky. I thought it's all over the globe now.
Yeah, I've seen shooting stars and things like that, but not around here.
It must have been 1-2 seconds.
Yeah, it's always great.
With dots it was.
Yeah. I can't say. I'm not going to sit here and say I've seen something suspicious, i.e., UFO or anything. I
wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
You've seen things in the sky, and obviously point out that you lie there and you look up and you think, "Fucking hell, what's up there?" And what's at the top of the universe? What's past the top of the universe? What's at the bottom of the universe? What's beyond the universe?
I think
it's a mind fuck sometimes. It really is.
Gripper, I think you need to get in a different mind space.
I know.
Think about what's happening in your own
sky. But it's a rabbit. Yeah, but AMG, it's a rabbit hole, mate, and you get down it, mate, and you keep going down it.
No, think about humans can only see 0.1% of the spectrum of light.
Yeah.
Google it.
Yeah.
humans can only see that much. But imagine how much shit's flying about us. We can't even see it.
Yeah, there's certain things you can't actually see with the human eye, isn't there? Yeah,
So,
especially
what I'm thinking is, I seen them 2 balls for a reason.
Yeah.
I must have done, because I was stood at the back my back door, and I seen them fly past from left to right.
Yeah.
One was lower and one was higher. And when they went from left to right, about 30 miles an hour, they went dead slowly past me. Lays. How mad is that? It must have been for a reason. I can't understand why or how or fucking.
I like you, AMG. I like your passion you've got about it. It's good, man. Don't keep that up because it's interesting, especially on here, because it's nice to have different subjects as well.
I used to beat myself down. I used to be in bed at night time. Listen. I used to be in bed at night time, beating myself down. You fucking crazy! How can you do that? And then I thought, I'm not crazy. I must have seen it. At the end of the day, I must have seen it. So that's about it, basically. Fucking hell. I like to tell people to spread the word. At the end of the day, humans are hostile by, like I said before, hostile by fucking like fucking thing. But
you see, the thing is, Rainbow Showers has just put it in. It makes you think. You see, of course there's got to be life out there. To someone to turn around and say there's no life out there is pathetic, really. Just the universe is just, it goes on.
Oh, there has to be.
There's got to be life out there. What we don't know, and we still don't know, are they what they look like, what kind of form they take. Can we actually see them? Could we actually even contact them? We don't know that because we don't know. See, this is our life form, isn't it? How do they, this is the fucking weird thing about it. Are they more advanced? Are they less advanced than us? It's all them. This is the mindfuck about it all,
Well, to me, there must be a reason why they showed it to me. Because I was sat on the couch at 9 o'clock at night. She said at the back door, "What's that up there?" So I got off the couch at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it's just a star in the sky. So she went to the toilet and stood there at the back door, and I could see just 2 metal balls. Like one was like that, and one was like that. But straight. Why would he do that? Why would he show himself like that? I think they must have knew. I don't know.
Listen, AMG, right? You think the technology over the last, all the last 20th century, they're only finding these things out now. But back in the day, they used to just fucking point the telescopes in the sky or whatever, just look in the stars in the sky or whatever. You think of the technology that we're getting now to go into deep space, to find, different things. The more technology there is, the more things they're going to find out, the more things they ain't going to tell us as well. Do you know what I mean? This is it. We don't know. And just think, and as I'm going to the future again, think over the next 100, 200, 300 years, the technology, what they're going to get to go to space and look into space and other things that we've got to even think of at the moment. What they're going to find then, AMG? I think
MIB are real. I think MIB are real. If you look on YouTube, you put two little black suit guys walking through the hotel, don't they? Yeah. They've caught them on camera going through the hotel. Have you seen that? MIB. Google it. MIB through the fucking hotel.
Yeah. Can I go back to what Michael Castrian just said, Ministry, please? He just said, he says he reckons aliens are probably even around us now. And the theory, I've watched some of it on YouTube. Some of it is a bit stupid, but yeah, I'd say there's something there with that. It's just something weird, but not necessarily we're going to see these people or who they are or what kind of, as I could say before, we don't know what form they take. You can't, our brain cannot compute or whatever of what this other form is. Do you know what I mean, Ministry, by that?
Yeah.
And I know it's a mindfuck because we don't know,
Yeah. Well,
they're not going to put it this way. They're not going to look like ET. You know what I mean?
No.
They're not going to look like someone out the Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, it's like that. I was going to say, like we said earlier, we know nothing about actual technology. The layman, Joe Public, whatever, We know nothing.
They will never know, Ministry. That's the frustrating. Yeah.
No. And you know, that's it's holding us back. It's holding us back.
Yeah.
You know, we could be self-sufficient quite easily. You know, there's ways and means of running vehicles without fuel. You know, people are. Yes, AMG.
Remember Coneheads?
Yep, that's me.
Coneheads film. Classic. It's a classic.
Fucking Coneheads is a classic. You know what I mean? I like some of the I don't know if you guys watch them, but I like some of the 1950s science fiction films. Fucking
I watch them, yeah.
And even that's 60s. I watched one yesterday afternoon before I came back on here. It was Vincent Price, and it was called The Last Man on Earth. Have you ever seen it? 1962, 63. Yeah,
I haven't watched it, but I know I've got it on. My right
excellent.
TV
It's on YouTube. That's why I watched it. I thought I'm going to sit down, chill, and watch it. So I watched it, and it was absolutely excellent. I forgot how good these old classics of 50s and 60s are. You know, I know some of them probably dated and probably think, "Oh, I fucking watched that shit," but it was really good. Vincent Price really played a good part. And he was like the last man on Earth, and you know, everything was wiped out. It's really good. Really good, but I do like the old 1950s science fiction films. You know, Quatermass, Social Storytellers. Bang that up. Love Quatermass, and
I like the Quatermass films.
Yeah,
what's the OGs? What's the OGs?
Quatermass in the pit a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, excellent.
We've got Coneheads. We've got ET. What else have we got? What's the OGs? Mac and Me. What's that?
Yeah, I've seen Ian Blundell. I've not watched them, Ian Blundell, but I've heard of him.
Mac and Me. How can you not watch that?
Yeah, Metropolis is a good one. That's a silent film.
Yeah. You think how old that's over? It must be over 100 years old. That film now, really.
It's got to be about 100 years old now. It was 20s when it was.
I was going to say it was made in the 20s, and what are we in the 20s next century now, aren't we? It's crazy, isn't it?
Yep.
They live. They live. Yeah,
good film.
The closest I've got, imagine, obviously, it was made. Was it the 80s when I watched Close Encounters of the Third Kind? It was made in, was it 70s, late 70s, early 80s? That was pretty close to I can imagine something happening, you know.
Yeah, that was around the same time as Star Wars, wasn't it?
Yeah. Star Wars was Star Wars was made a year before I was fucking born.
Spielberg and Lucas were like,
yeah.
Couple of peas in a pod, weren't they, on each other's productions then? So,
Mars Attacks. I don't think it'd be like Mars Attacks, but my theory is if they are aliens out there, it's fucking no doubt that the form what they are, we'll probably don't even know what they even look like, and we won't be able to communicate with them or anything, because I think what we are, because we are also aliens from another planet as well. That's my theory. You know what I mean? Probably think I'm nuts now.
Big up the Coneheads.
Yeah,
big up the Coneheads.
And on that note, I'm back on the love train at 9:30. Thanks for having us, Ministry. I enjoyed that chat, Ministry. That was really good. And thanks, AMG. AMG, you bring it out in me, mate. My fucking conspiracy theories and aliens, man. I love it as well. I don't really talk about it much on here, but I find it all quite fascinating. You know.
Bye, Grandpa.
Yeah. See you later, AMG.
Bye-bye.
Ministry.
Bye.
See you later, guys. See you later, everybody.
Yeah, I'll be watching the Love Train tonight, I expect. If I don't fall asleep by then, I shouldn't do. I should make it to at least 10:30.
All right, men. Afternoon, AMG.
You're right.
We're talking about weird shit.
I know, that's why I was listening, and that's my jam, isn't it?
We're talking about an alien eating a fucking pigeon out of the garden.
Remember, hey, you, don't you get personal? No, AMG. you remember Linda Moulton Howe? And I think it started with the Skinwalker Ranch, and all the cows were being like, all the organs were missing. There was no blood, and there was like just a tiny circle hole missing from the anus, and all the organs were gone. Zero blood left in the bodies, and this was hundreds and hundreds. It's not just a phenomenon there; it's loads of places, and it happened somewhere in Wales.
Yep.
And next to an estuary, and some fella was walking through, and I think there was parts of his bag and things found, but it's just the way they were found. That was only about 20 years ago. I'll have to send you the link. Nuts.
Yeah, there's I don't know if it's still going on, but there was a spate of unexplained animal mutilations in the UK, and it was mostly fucking horses and cattle, so big stuff that you wouldn't expect to get attacked.
Yeah, and they're quite hard to what's it called? It's impossible because they all end up having. When you look, have you ever seen the photographs? Obviously, Linda's been going for like 50 years, hasn't she? But you see the original photographs from the Skinwalker Ranch. There's no searing around the hole, so it seems to be like what's it called, like a laser style light.
Yeah.
It's probed.
Yep.
And I think diameter, it's more perfectly circular than we're able to perform in any other way. And nobody can explain how and how they get. I think there's 2 ways that you can drain the blood from an animal without puncturing the skin, which takes forever. So it's physically impossible to do. But that's the bit that gets me, because I obviously watch all the autopsy videos and stuff. I'm like, how did they do it? How did they do it? It's like a magic trick that you'll never find out.
They have special tools, don't they?
But do you remember the missing 411? Did you ever look at that?
Yeah, in
the
those forests, our national forests, yeah. There's that
Yeah.
many people being disappeared. Why do you think that's happening?
I believe that there's an agreement that not just the USA.
What's that
everybody ends up
film that
talking-
just come out?
What do
What's
you mean?
that
The one
film
that
that's just come out about abducting fucking human trafficking or something?
Do you know which one? I watch more documentaries.
What's it called?
No.
It's online, wasn't it? Fucking about child trafficking. It's in cinemas now or something, I think. Wonder why
It's
they
not
put
like.
it.
What about remember, everybody's forgotten about all the tunnels, all the underground tunnels that they were finding, and they busted, me using Americanisms, but they got, I think it was 480 little kids from these underground tunnels. Sure, it was Ohio, and they were like, oh yeah, big catch. 480 young children, under 14, little kids from the age of 3 and 4, found in underground tunnels, and nobody's asking how did they get there. It showed certain photographs, and there was like cages, and if you were to walk into this slight little half tunnel, it looks like it's full of shopping trolleys, you'd have to turn like a corner, do a full 90 degrees down, and then 90 degrees again. It was like a caged area with kids in. Nobody's asked. No, it's just normal. Just move on. You busted one.
Yeehaw!
Yeah, that's American justice, Chuck. I digress. Oh no. You forgot to take your wig off first, Ministry.
Forgot to take my wig off.
Sounds of Freedom, a social storyteller, said that film is. Oh, it's horrible. I've seen it. I've seen one movie about child trafficking. There's been an uproar because the missing kids. I think it was last month. Oh, where was it? It's going to do me head in now. One state, it spiked in the northern part of the state. So on average, say 16 kids go missing per month. I think it was eight or 16. And a lot of them are teenagers. so between 14 and 18 in America, still a kid. 14 and 18, they'd go missing, but usually it'd be for the weekend or whatever, or they'd had to stop with the mum, or they'd been out partying, they'd come back, and it literally went 8 times over to this 1 month. It just spiked, and no one was coming back. It's like 17-year-old missing, literally going missing. 12 the kids in the road.
Dave's now a mod. I had to chuck that in there.
Could you tell me what you saw on Friday? It was like in the trees. Like it looked like roundabout, like a disc, like a round. Are you sure? Nara! It was like in a
Hello.
Phil, I've just made Dave a mod, Phil, so he can't be timed out.
Nara, it's me, Mrs. Ministry.
No, this is Ministry.
I am not well.
Oh, what's wrong?
I've had an operation on my neck. I can't move my head.
Oh my God, my love.
I mean, I can
Oh,
need sympathy off you.
Good luck with that.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't get any sympathy off my husband.
Oh, well, I'll back
So
you for you.
go to the shop and making continual tea and shit isn't caring, is it? And telling her to sleep.
Telling her to
And lie
sleep
down
and
and not
making
get up.
tea. He sounds like he's trying to kill you. I think he might be doping you up. Go to sleep.
I asked him to give me some tissue, and he said, "Why are you a crip?" I can't move my head.
Oh, I'm sorry. When are you gonna? Oh, how long? They said so you feel a bit better.
Hopefully, a couple of days.
Have they give you loads of good pain meds?
I got pain meds. Yeah.
Double dose them. You'll feel great.
It's 12-hourly ones, so.
Oh, Ministry, give a double. That's how you show love. And say you dropped them down the
I'm
sink.
not. She won't let me be in charge of her medication. Fuck that.
Yes, Mrs. Ministry.
She'll be having placebos.
Sugar pills, you evil shit. Ministry will come on high as a kite. Mrs. screaming in the background. Oh,
Zara.
yeah.
Unban Torbs. He's a good guy.
What?
Unban Torbs on YouTube.
Oh, he is banned. He knows I'm only joking when I go on, man. Bloody knows it. Free Torbs, eh? Torbs is freed. I'll free Julian Assange as well for you, AMG.
I'm muted in a minute. No misbehaving. I've got to go upstairs and get Mrs.'s clothes for the morning.
Oh, okay. Is he gone? AMG, I've just seen that clip that you played. Have you seen the latest one with the family in Las Vegas? And they phoned the plot and said, friggin' something's just landed in the garden and there's 3 bloody 8-foot tall figures. I think they said 12 foot, didn't they? Said 8 to 12 foot black long figures stood in my friggin' back garden staring at us.
911. I've got a fucking alien in the background. Whoa. Yeah, seen that? 911 they called. It's fucking recorded online from the police.
I know. Told ya. And even there was a big hole, wasn't there, in the back where the alien, the UFO thing said it disappeared, just vanished. It wasn't able to be seen, but there's a big massive divvy in the garden, like half a mile wide. Why'd you keep going off camera? You'll know what you're doing. Oh. Sorry, I should have just said it. Should have just said it. Oh, I'm too shy. Thanks, Vincent. Oh, where we go. Oh, Michelle's back with her happiness. Oh, where we go. After hearing what Jojo said this morning, aren't you gonna be on there yourself, Michelle? Not gonna pop over? Dave Datura, you should go on for sure. I know she doesn't sound very well, does she? I didn't know she does an operation. God bless her.
I've got a suggestion. How about Zara B unbans all the hidden people in the chat? She'll have more subscribers then.
Apparently, somebody said, they made a comment the other day, and they said, you mods block everyone as soon as they come in. And I do get a few messages saying that, like comments. But you can't see everybody straight away, can you? StreamYard takes a bit for it to come up. So I do just go through and unblock everyone every now and then. I wish I could play videos. Are you on a? You're not on a PC there, a laptop. AMG.
No.
Okay. Did you see that 411? Did you see the little boy, the little baby that went missing? He was about 2 or 3, and then he was found at the very top of the mountain.
I've not watched it.
Oh, it's not. It's hours long.
I've not watched it, but I know they was in the jungle when they got kidnapped. They got abducted, no traces of him, and this fucker was in the trees looking at it when it happened.
I'm back till the kettle clicks.
Oh, Michelle, I don't have horses, you nutter. You really are on one today. Go and take your HRT meds, love. Cheer up. Fucking hell. Oh. He's just been saying he hasn't seen the 411. This little baby that went missing from the camp with its mum and dad, and that's about 2 or 3. And they all go mad and ring. Oh my God. Is that stuffed? Oh.
Looks like a shoe cleaner.
It looks quite real, doesn't it?
Nice beaver. Oh, my missus thought I was shouting at her then when I shouted nice beaver. Is it a beaver? Toy beaver?
Australian!
It's a koala.
It's a koala, not a beaver. Sorry. It's a koala.
I thought it was a wombat.
Oi, oi!
I thought that was a beaver then. Oh dear. Big old one shot. I've known Vincent. Oh, kettle's clicked, so squeeze me.
Oh, Dot. On a theories. Oh, because you always say them at the stables, and must have horses, must own horses, must own the stables. Yes. Your daughter's got a pony on part loan, which I told you many a time. So yes, 3 days a week one day, 4 days a week the next, Dot. Carry on. You're really interested in me. That's good. Yeah. Straightens that.
Sarah.
Yo. All right.
Have you ever watched Dumb and Dumber? We got that pretty bird.
Years ago, yeah.
Stroke it. Have you still got yours? Hey, bird.
But I don't find that. Do you know what? Bits of it are funny, but that's not my sense of humor at all. It's just so stupid. Just, I know you'd
Come
laugh at
on,
it,
don't
Age.
be like that. No,
No,
joking with you.
it's like one of those that you
We're
go, oh
joking
yeah,
with
that was
you.
funny, but if you watch it again, it's like slapstick,
Baby
isn't it?
bird.
Oh my god! Like, someone please call 911.
Is it still alive?
Oh my god, she's obsessed. You want to see photos of my daughter with a pony that she part loans. Dot. Get over it. Let's see pictures of your kids round your house. Really are one bitter lady today, aren't you? Take it out on me because Jojo keeps coming for you. It's nothing to do with me.
Well, looks like AMG ran away.
I'm sorry.
I'm now teed up. Do you scare AMG off?
No. I'm going back in a sec. 1 second.
Yeah, been some, was it nearly 2 hours? Crazy conversation today, but nice and calm. Nice and calm so far.
And you never did your thingy, did your ministry? Where you were going out, you're going to go camping with your bros?
Not yet, no.
You're still trying to find them some dungarees as matching Chuck Brothers.
Yeah, no, it doesn't need to really warm up, but it's been really wet, so
yeah, it's been.
You know, I haven't got hammock, so I'm a ground dweller on a tarp on a roll up mat. So,
Yeah.
No, I don't think I'm going through to grip with Michelle. I don't think I'm going that far. Oh, it's been nice and calm, skunk sniffer. We first talking about the immigration hotel down this way, and then we were talking about all like conspiracy and alien shit, which is all good. Afternoon.
Hello.
You all right this afternoon?
Yes, thanks. I'm just struggling to breathe at the moment. Just give us a minute.
I've been constant.
Good to see you, buddy. Hello, Zara.
All right, Ash.
I'm eagle-eyed on the yard a minute. my mood was heightened greatly when I dispatched a rat that decided to come in my yard in the middle of the day.
Yeah,
so that set me up nicely for a happy stream. Not that I like death or anything. It's just, you know, he shouldn't have been there. So cheeky cunt.
Yeah, and the rats don't know that you're not supposed to be there. They can't read signs or anything, can they?
No. My brother was taking his chickens away, so you know, obviously they were coming around for food. At night, but they obviously hungry and come out during the day. My yard. I do back onto a graveyard, an old graveyard as well. So
yeah,
get that rifle out.
It's right next to me, and I'm not putting it on camera. It's next to me, loaded.
Bold when you come out in the day, though.
That's really bold, considering I put poison down about 2 weeks ago, and yeah, they've not known the score, and they come over from the graveyard.
They're not that soft. Have you tried putting it in? What is it that they love? Snickers bars. Just a little bit.
Chocolate spread and peanut butter.
Yeah. Same thing. Sort of sticky and sweet. They love it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, with poisons and stuff, they can just become immune to it.
They can, yeah. Well, these might be, you know, what youngsters that add a little bit of it. Because I've got these like fucking waxy block things, and they seem to fucking love them. They just pick them up and run away with them. So these might be ones that youngsters that have had a nibble and been ill, and now they're immune to it. So I don't like to put poison out very often, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not fair on the other animals in my life.
Yeah, I'd rather, you know, when I do allotment, I'd trap them and get rid of them that way. You know, I didn't like putting slug pellets or any shit like that down around my veggies or anything. You know, if I lost a few to snails and slugs, you know, then so be it. You know, if my provisions weren't good enough, then so be it. But I really didn't like slug pellet, you know, putting down poisons.
Yeah.
Have you seen those alternatives? When we moved into one house, it was like loads of mice. You know, been empty for a while. And oh my god, they put down these boards. They're just like tiles, but on the underneath, it's pure like sticky glue. Oh my god, the worst thing, because they're stuck to it. And the more that they're struggling, they like get more tangled. And there was like a, you know, like a horrible squeak, and you gotta smack them on the head with the shovel. Oh, that is inhumane. Oh, have you ever done that? I couldn't kill them. I couldn't do that. And then
I used to keep obviously at my allotment. I used to keep I had terriers and whippets, but I also kept an air rifle up the garden, just for practice, you know, target shooting, because the allotment was long enough for me to have a target range in there. So, you know, I've always got a gun to hand sort of thing. But I would rather, you know, I'd trap, if the rat's got too much, rather than poison, I'd put live traps out and then dispatch them with an air rifle in the trap humanely. And then when they get wise to the traps, I just used to sit in between two greenhouses, with my gun poking through the fence underneath the chicken house, and sit there like a sniper at night, fucking taking pot shots. Fucking brilliant.
With your ghillie suit on at the
allotment. But it's fun, isn't it? It's fun. It's fun.
It all depends. Sometimes it can be. Me and my friend nearly got jail for doing something similar, but we were waiting for a fox. This fox kept eating all the chickens and pigeons and down the allotments. And a few of the guys said, "Listen, whoever catches it will give you like £1,000." So me and my friend got his what you call it, a bit like a bow and arrow.
Oh yeah, crossbow is it, or a compound
We sat
bow?
there for a few days, but someone must have noticed us sitting there waiting for something, and they phoned the police, and the police came and took it off us. Sitting waiting for a fox in the allotments, and we got raided by the police.
Yeah.
Is it legal to kill foxes?
Is it legal to kill foxes? Yes, it is. Yeah, with the landowner's permission, you can shoot. And believe it or not, and I do not agree with this in the slightest, snaring of foxes is still allowed.
Yeah.
But I don't believe in snaring anything. That's a bit too much. I'd snare rabbits for food. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, but no, it's legal to kill foxes with landowners' permission, and you can hunt them down with dogs if you injure them.
I mean, they are just destructive. They will kill all of your livestock and not eat any of it. They'll just kill it all.
Yeah. But, and I would say though that they are more of a problem in urban areas than they are in rural areas, because I don't see. You'd think living in the sticks, you see them all the time. No, you don't. You hear them more than you see them, but you're more likely to see them in urban areas.
No, I've never seen them in urban areas ever. I've seen them on videos. I've seen them in the garden once. But it was big. You just see the eyes at the very back, like by the tree line. But it's scary.
Yeah.
Skunk
sniffer. When the government said fox hunting ban, it's not a blanket ban. You can still, with landowners' permission, hunt with a rifle and dogs. If you injure a fox, you're allowed to send dogs after it. And everyone thinks you're not allowed to hunt foxes with dogs at all. You are, legally. And if you've got a terrier pack, and you shoot and injure a fox with a rifle and send it to ground, you're allowed to put terriers to ground as well, which I don't agree with, because the dogs get battered. It's not nice. Not nice at all.
Nice on the dogs.
No. Not nice on the fox, but it's not nice on the dogs either.
I mean, I would only ever kill animals like that if they needed to be killed.
No, I lost all my chickens to fox, not all at once, just sporadically. I had a Larson trap, which is a live trap, but they were too wily for it. I would have relocated them. I wouldn't have air rifled them, if you know what I mean. I would have relocated them a couple of miles away up the mountain. So, But all the Larson trap used to catch was angry magpies and jackdaws. We used to get bitten, taking them out the trap because they're fucking angry bastards.
You never try and teach them to talk?
Oh, we didn't keep any of them. We just let them out and fucking,
what did those things?
Yeah, they get around at skunk sniffer big time.
The old next door neighbour had a raven for years, and that could talk.
Yeah, we had
she just stole it from the sky.
Yeah, we had a fledgling jackdaw in the yard a couple of weeks ago, and it was looking as if it wasn't ready to fledge. It was maybe a week early or something, and we might have to feed it. But by the end of the day, giving it a bit of a shoeing up the wall, it jumped up on the brambles on the wall, and its parents were waiting for it. So gun time. Sorry, excuse me. You cheeky little bastard.
Say if you find a little baby bird in the morning and somebody watched it for 3 hours and there was nothing and nobody around. You say if they've just gone back with a feed, there isn't enough room sometimes in the nest, and you'll come back of an evening, for the baby. So if you see it in the morning, leave it and try and make it sort of safe until the night. I know, imagine that. Oh, hang on, I'm carrying the shopping home. I'll come back for you tonight. It'd be welcome.
Did you catch it, Ministry?
No, it went back in its hole, and there's a hole in the wall, so it just ran into the wall and stuck his head out. I took a shot and I missed it by about 3 mil. Just caught the side of the hole. So I don't know if I got a ricochet, but I ain't having them in my yard. It's not happening. I don't like it.
Can't you block the hole up now?
Well, I can. It's behind where the chicken run was, so it wasn't visible before, so it might have been there for a little while now. But I'll just load my gun up ready, and if I see the cheeky little bastard, I'll just blow his head off. I'll just wait for him to come out. I was too keen.
Get in sniper mode. You mean you can block the hole up, but you'd rather sit there shooting them?
Yeah. Well, it's a quiet air rifle, so no one's going to complain or anything. Yeah, same here, Al. I haven't seen a fox for ages and ages.
Do foxes sound like crying babies?
They sound like screaming babies when the vixens are in heat. Oh my god, it's fucking disturbing. It's like something out of a horror film.
I didn't believe it. I didn't know what the sound was, but I wouldn't have thought it was a fox. Why did you say fox is barking? Did he bark as well?
Yep.
Definitely. Like a dog?
Sort of, yeah. Yeah, sort of.
Do an impression.
Oh, me, Master Maria. Evening, I should say. It's gone 6. Evening, Mr. Grumpy. Yeah,
Do an impression then. What it sounds like.
What's that?
You said sort of like a dog. Yeah. How could it be sort of? Higher pitched, or I imagine.
Oh, hold on.
Don't play one. Just do an impression, Ministry.
I can't do an impression of a fox.
Has Mrs. got to go somewhere tomorrow?
Yeah, she's got to go down the hospital tomorrow to have her thing checked. That's what screamed. And you can call foxes in with them noises on the phone. I've called foxes in with my phone. They come right up to you.
Why would you do that?
Or just have a look. We fed one a fucking few mackerel last time we went fishing. Last time we went fishing, we had a young un following us. So my brother stopped, opened up the bait bag, and gave it like a couple of mackerel.
I've just rescued a butterfly.
Nice.
Stuck in a on next door shed out the back. I could see it flapping around in a spider's web.
Yeah, I rescued a big bee from in the house the other day. And when I say rescued, I just mean that I opened the window till it flew out.
Oh yeah, that kind of rescuing.
Yeah, proper rescue. I didn't attack it with a paper or fuck. Oh, it was a big fluffy one. It was all right. It wasn't an angry wasp. So angry wasps don't get a pass. Bees get a pass. Yes, yeah. Live stream's been extremely different to the last couple, which is it's nice, chilled, weird conversation. Great one, great way to start a Friday evening.
Oh, it's Friday.
Oh,
it is. It is. Yep.
So all days just blend into one for you, Arkash. Don't go by the day.
No, go by the times, daytime and nighttime.
It's a nice
And
way
if you
to
want to know
live.
what season it is, it's either summer or winter. That's it. No in between.
I want an Arcash calendar.
Yeah, all days are virtually the same for me as well, because fucking, you know, half the time I don't know what day it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, and, you know, we don't really sort of, you know, do anything special at weekends. We could do stuff in the week. We could, you know, every day's just the same, apart from Sundays when they don't open fucking like Costa and that till 10 o'clock, which I think is a travesty.
Oh no.
No. But saying that, Weatherspoons is open at 7 if you want a nice breakfast.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm sorry.
No, go on, Zara.
Oh, Ash, you're into the same sorts of things. Have you ever seen that 411?
I'm setting my
Missing
tripod up. Fuck it.
all the missing people in the national parks.
Yeah.
Have you seen them? It's like a couple of hours, isn't it? It's probably about 6 altogether. Well, there's a book.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Yeah.
What about I to be honest, I don't. I've never. No, can't think. But missing people from parks and stuff does ring a bell.
Yeah, it's from the national parks. So, you know, they have in America. They have the big national parks, and they're like thousands of acres, all mountainous and whatever. And they have, I think, they're called the rangers, aren't they? The park rangers.
Yeah.
It's like people that go missing, but in the most random of situations, and then occasionally, it's about 3 or 4. There's a little baby that went missing. So it's like a mum and dad, brother and sister, and like a little 3-year-old as well, 5 or 10-year-old and a 3-year-old. And the 3-year-olds, they're all ahead in front of the mum and dad. They can see them on this one pathway, and they turn back and then they look forward. Just a couple of seconds, glance away, the baby's gone, and they're looking everywhere. They phone the rangers and everything. It's like 4 days later, the baby should not have survived. Found on the top of a mountain, but at a place where professional climbers couldn't even get to the baby. Just on this random peak.
Stolen by a big bird.
Do you reckon? But it should have been dead. He should have been like starved and dehydrated and frozen, especially where he was. But they had to get out like helicopters and stuff like that. And I don't think he was a big bird.
Yeah, it happens quite a lot over in the States when people have got like their toddler in the backyard with a diaper on, and then birds have come down, big birds of prey, and taken young ones away.
I've seen it. I've seen a video of a kid being snatched up. I think it's probably on GIFs or memes or something, and it gets snatched up about 4 or 5 foot in the air, and the parent just manages to grab hold of the feet. Like,
I mean, some of these big birds take away like lambs and small sheep, so taking a baby it's not going to be too hard.
What birds are they?
I don't know. I'll have a look a minute, see if I can find it.
Big eagles over in the States Army. That golden eagle I seen a few months back in the UK. Obviously, I live in the UK, northeast, and it was just flying about. I got off my bike. I said to a guy, I said, "Excuse me, have you seen that bird?" And he looked up. I said, "That's a bloody eagle." He went, "You know what?" He said, "I don't think you're wrong." He said, "It's massive." And I fucked off down the lane. And then I stood and waited for a bit, and I came back and got onto into a tree, onto a perch.
Yeah.
I couldn't get a photo. My phone was shit.
I found them, but I'll get a strike for playing it. It's ABC News. Eagle snatches baby in viral video caught on tape.
Oh my god. That's your you just put, you don't even have to put the link in, do you? You can put it on your community page or something.
Yeah, I'll be able to share it to my community page. Yeah.
CLJ's just said vultures as well. Never think of vultures.
They're fuckers, they are.
But do we have any sort of huge birds here? I don't think we do we? Not. I know we have big ones, but none that are sort of threatening to us.
We got well, golden eagles and that. They could be a bit nasty if you get too close.
Oh yeah, they take your hand off.
Fucking right, they will. Yeah, I can't play that. It's fucking got millions of views.
I just remember that woman who got put in jail for murder. Even a fella, her husband went camping in Australia in the outback, and they were in like a camper van sort of bus, and they're all asleep, and a wild pack of dogs like surrounded them, and they took the baby, a little couple of month old baby, and they said, "Oh, you're clearly a liar. You're just lying," and they put it in jail.
Weren't lions, Zara.
What?
They weren't lions.
Lions? No, wild dogs. It was a wild pack of dogs.
I thought you said they were lions.
Lions!
No, they were lions.
They said they thought they were lying. They thought that the mum and dad were lying, that they killed the baby. And the baby just disappeared, and they put her in jail for. Meryl Streep played her in a movie. She actually went to jail, and then they found the baby's remains in like a cave or something nearby. About 8-10 years later, she'd been in jail for killing her own baby, and they never. Oh, that's just the worst thing ever. But I think there's 2 cases of wild dogs attacking babies in front of the parents.
Yeah, they don't care. They get that fucking, that in their mind, that hunting mindset, and there's no turning them off it, whatever the prey may be. It's the same with birds, and like a couple of videos there, millions and millions of views of fucking golden eagles, and it seems to be mostly golden eagles attacking fucking kids. So it's a bit bizarre, to be honest.
Yeah, it's really funny.
And there's footage of, I just put in eagles attacking humans, but like someone said, there's footage from Asia somewhere of one of these big vulture fucking things swooping down and picking a kid up by the shoulders. It's fucking crazy.
I seen her. Was it today? It was last night. Must have been. I went down Tesco's last night, got myself a few beers, and when I was walking back up, I thought in the on the pavement near the shop, I thought there was like a pillow, like a cushion or something, or maybe it's a coat had been hid on the floor.
Yeah,
so I was going to go over and pick it up, just do a bit of street cleaning. The fucker was a bird. It was a seagull. It was massive. I was like, fucking hell, it's a bird. It stunk. So I just left it like outside the shop.
I saw a video yesterday of a Scottish guy picking up a seagull, and he's got his camera. He's pissed as a fart. I think it's on YouTube. And he's talking to this fucking bird. Look at my new mate, and it starts biting him on the face. And he's like, "Hey, you little bastard!" But he doesn't stop it. He just lets it fucking bite him all over the cheek. It's fucking brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Oh,
yeah, British eagles.
Agent X's comment there. There was a crow that killed a baby somewhere in a park. It was a campaign group because people were mad at the crow to protect the crow. What bloody hell? No, crows are clever.
Well, to be honest, if you're leaving like young ones unattended, birds are like of that. They are going to pick the eyeballs out to kill them.
Yeah.
So it comes down to the parents, really. It's like people who leave the fucking children in cars on hot days with no windows open.
Oh, Joe, there's so many big kids that die every year through that. People who forget, they actually forget that they've left the kid in the car. That's a whole thing.
How can you do that?
Imagine. Exactly. So you've got a baby in a car seat. The last one that I covered broke me heart. A fella set it up because he realised that in California with the heat, he said, I think it was on average 18 die every summer. People leave babies in the car seats. And say they go into the shop, or they shop for a little bit longer, or the baby was asleep, and they come back, the baby's dead. Friggin' evil. But he was planning it. He was having trouble with his missus. and he was talking to women online saying, "Oh, I wish I was free, earning this baby and all this." And he's gone, "Yeah, I'll take the baby to nursery." And he's driven the complete opposite way, went to Chick-fil-A, and then gone straight to work. Left the baby in the car. He came back out at lunchtime, checked the car, and then went back into work. And then he's been called. Somebody's been banging on the window, and they've come in. He worked at a church of all places, and they've come in the church for him and went, "Oh, what do you mean, my baby? Oh, I thought I'd dropped him at nursery. I completely forgot." The baby was obviously dead, but he planned it. The little shit.
Bad.
It's bleh. I can't do anything like that anymore.
That's that's what shouldn't have got rid of capital punishment, to be honest, in this country.
No, he did get life, because he admitted, and because he had all his phone messages and stuff. But he should have. The death penalty should definitely be in. Definitely. When did it even get abolished?
If it's 100%, if it's like, for certain crimes, if it's 100% guilt, no doubt at all, then, yeah. But I don't believe with the Americans keeping people on death row for like 20 years and then them getting a reprieve of some kind, when they think they're going to fucking cark it. I think that's a bit extremely cruel. Even though they have done heinous crimes, that's extremely cruel to keep them in that state of mind.
People who've admitted that they know that they haven't done it. They felt like he knew he hadn't done it, but he was getting the death penalty anyway. And he kept waiving his rights and going back to court and saying, "Listen, I want to sack my solicitor. I want to be killed now. I don't want to be waiting here for 15 years, waiting to die. Kill me now."
Yep. I remember a couple of cases like that.
It's horrible. I think they did in the end, and then they proved, I think it's about 2 years later, that he was innocent. But it is the state of mind, isn't it? Have you seen on death row they've started giving prisoners cats?
No.
Yeah, a lot of the prisoners have cats now.
Oh,
it's quite funny.
Pre-stretched arseholes, for fuck's sake. Sorry. Was I thinking out loud again then? Sorry. That wasn't me. I didn't say that. I didn't say anything about pre-stretching cats' arseholes for death row prisoners or anything.
They show them far too much attention. It's so cruel on the cats.
Well, to be honest, it's a good thing, really, because if you eat cat litter, you're going to die. So you're going to die.
You eat cat litter?
No, not me. But isn't it banned? Well, not banned. I don't think it's very good around pregnant women. It can have effect on the young ones, unborn, stuff like that. So I don't think it's going to be a good thing anyway. So if I was on death row, I'd just be fucking eating cat litter.
I don't think you can give them litter trays, which is ironic.
You just end up with worms.
You just what?
You just end up with worms eating cat litter. No, I know what you mean. I think they're changing over to like paper-based cat litters now, aren't they? From that, like fucking whatever it was, chemical-based fucking plastic perlite stuff, whatever it was.
It's so dusty, isn't it? I don't know much about cats. Have you got any animals, Ash?
Not at the moment, but I've had animals in the past.
What have you had any strange ones, or you dog person, cat person?
Yeah, I've had like bulldogs, pit bulls, staffies. I've had a few lizards, tarantula, fish. Nearly had a monkey once, but I never ended up getting it.
Oh,
the last one I was getting it off. Well, I was getting it off a girl because she was like having a breakdown, but she had a breakdown with the monkey.
Later, Master Maria.
But the greatest animal I ever... I had a fish once. I had a fish once, a goldfish, which I won from a fair. I think my little boy won it, and he just wasn't bothered. So it was in like a little fish tank. And one day when I was drunk, I thought I'd clean it out, so I poured all the water out the tank into a little bucket, and then cleaned the tank out. But then my mates come round and we got pissed, and then I forgot about it. And then about 3 or 4 months later, I was looking for something. I went in the cupboard, and I seen this little bucket, and in the bucket there was no water, but there was a fish. And I says, "Oh, the fish is dead." No word of a lie. I went to take it outside and start fucking jumping about the bucket. Must have been in there for 3 weeks with no water.
Yeah, I'm not the.
My
brother's good at keeping fish and reptiles and stuff. I'm crap. I had a tank with all the filters and lights and everything before to try and keep koi carp. Indoor. They won't grow as big it was a big tank, but they won't grow as big. I don't know. I just couldn't do it. I'm terrible with keeping fish. I had all the fucking nutrients for the water, and no, not for me. Fish keeping.
No.
What lizards did you have?
I've had a few geckos.
Okay.
And a bearded dragon.
Oh,
but the bearded dragon I killed because well, I caught a grasshopper, no word of a lie, with my own hands. It kind of jumped into my hand, but like I caught it as well. So to me, I caught a grasshopper mid-flight. I seen it jump as well, funny enough, because I've been watching it. It was a little black thing. So because I caught it, I didn't want to just let it go. I wanted to keep it. So I give it to me bearded dragon. And it just went stiff in the morning. It was just all stiff.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you're not supposed to feed animals like that outside, insects.
Yeah, you buy them, don't you?
And stuff, and yeah, well, you've got to buy them.
Bugs to keep them alive.
Yeah, so I killed it off.
How big were this? Amazes me. People who have bearded dragons. My mum had a pet shop. And growing up, the people who bought lizards were always the oddest people.
No, I didn't buy actually. I rescued it. The house had been raided for having a weed growing, and it was just left in there. So I got it.
To rescue whatever's left of the weed, not the bloody thing.
No, well, we did. That's what I went in for. I went and have a look about. It was just all on the floor. Went upstairs. There was a lizard in a tank, so I just got it.
Good of you to teach it.
But he used to wave at us. I'd teach it why. I've seen it waving in the tank, so I used to wave back at it. And then he used to do it every morning. I used to come downstairs. He used to wave.
You do a little dance. Sometimes you do like as well.
I had a dry stone wall out the back, and in the summer when the wall used to get really hot, I used to put him on the wall. I used to like run around and hide in all the little gaps and that. He
must have been that big then, because most people. Have you seen how big they get?
Yeah, it was about the size of my forearm.
Is that like tail to head?
Yeah.
Okay. You can get like this woman had a bearded dragon from a baby, and it grew. Have you seen how chunky and strong they can get? And,
yeah.
When they snap down when they're eating, they get a lockjaw, like clamp jaw. Once it's down, it's locked.
Yeah.
And this is a horrible thing. But she came in and she was in tears, and she said, "It's massive." She's had it for, I think it was like 12 years, something ridiculous. Well, it was ages anyway for however long they live. And she was like to me, "Mum and Dad, can you take it?" And like, no, we don't take anything, but we can put you in contact with people. We breed them. Maybe they're interested. And she was in tears. She said she was on a monthly, and out of nowhere, it's just bitter down there, and she ended up with 20 odd stitches in hospital. It's not funny. It's not funny.
It's going to look like food.
It probably looked like a bit of folded ham.
I know.
I was thinking, Who rang the bloody ambulance? Imagine it's got lockjaw. So who got it off? Who's prizing it off? The paramedics. I don't know. So many questions going on in my head. I was like, oh. Mum, do not take that one. And
Evening. Oh God.
She said she'd been that scared of it ever since that she kept it in the bathroom. She kept it in the bath. Like, she wouldn't go near it or pick it up or anything. I was thinking, bloody hell, love. Like, you just locked it in the bathroom, and she was like begging my stepdad to go round and get it. No, Mum, do not bring that one home, please. Yeah. It's a good thing you killed your dragon. You might have a sore bits.
Well, I wouldn't have been fucking walking around naked in front of it if it was that big enough to eat me.
I don't think she was naked. I don't think she was naked, but it never got to that bit. But I know I've seen how big they can get. My weird cousin got one.
What are you talking about now? When you mentioned your cousin, penises or dragons?
I don't understand people that get lizards. The little geckos are cute. They are.
Yeah, but it's like most things, things grow. So, a lot of people don't like dogs, but everybody wants a puppy.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
My mate used to have a problem with a cat. He didn't even have a cat. And he used to, one day, come and knock, he said, mate, listen, this fucking cat keeps appearing. When I come home from work every day, there's a ginger cat at my fucking house. He said, I've got a cat door, on the cat flap, no windows are left open. And it turned out it was an ex-lass had a key, and she kept fucking fetching a cat and putting it in when he was at work. But he used to freak out about it.
Yeah, I've never wanted to keep reptiles. Like my brother's, he's got fish tanks and he's kept amphibians and fucking reptiles for years and years, but it's not my thing. Like I said, I killed fucking koi carp trying to keep them all fancy. I'm all right with dogs. I'm all right with dogs. Dogs and chickens, I'm all right with.
It is. Fish people are weird as well. You said you had a tarantula. I remember I used to, the little tiny boxes that you get them in, like clear boxes. Used to take them to school. The school would let you take like once a month. You can take something in, like show and tell, and take the tarantula in and show how friendly they are. Yeah. And then there's just like nothing bad about them, but there's nothing to them either. Why would you keep them?
Well, it was another thing as well. He fell out with his girlfriend, so I paid 30 quid for the spider in the tank, and I called her Pauline's.
Oh, very clever. Very good.
He was good, and I really enjoyed having him because I had like a big garden with like loads of rocks and stuff. So I used to find like woodlouse. I used to get a few woodlouse. I used to do this like once or twice a week. Get a few black ants and then get a few red ants and then put them all in together. And then all the ants used to work together, kill all the woodlouse. And then the spider would eat the woodlouse. And then the red ants would attack all the black ants. And then the spider would kill all the red ants. It was very good. It used to be like a war in the tank.
Nice.
It just creates a little battle once a month.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, I hate woodlouse as well.
My tank was like a proper spot. Yeah, I've never seen a tank like the way I had mine. Mine had like proper like worms and soil and stuff in for the spider. Most tanks are all just dry with like bits of wood or a rock in the corner. Mine there was lots of life in mine. It was more like an ecosystem with plants and stuff, and
yeah,
it was good for the spider. Really, it was a good little place.
So
but I lost
how
it.
did it end with the spider? How long you lost it? Fucking hell! I was going to say, how long did it live?
Yeah, I lost it. Well, I moved in with another girl. I moved in with a girl, and she liked the spider, so we put it on top of the fridge, and I used to get it out now and again. If I'd had some little fellas, I used to put it in my mouth backwards.
What?
So I used to get the tarantula, I used to pick them up, and I used to reverse them round, and I used to put them in my mouth. And then just say, like, you were knocking at my door, so I knew you were coming, put the spider in my mouth, and then just frighten you with it. Spider's legs crawling out your out of someone's face. Yeah. When you're off your head on ecstasy or acid.
Nothing. But I've no wits.
Yeah. And I just forgot to put the door closed and never seen him again after that.
Oh. So you spat the spider out the door?
No, I didn't spit him out the door. I would have put him back in. I didn't eat them when I put them in my mouth. Although sometimes I will eat spiders when I'm drunk.
Yeah, I've got a mate that eats spiders and daddy long legs and all sorts. He does it because he knows it makes people cringe. But he also used to eat 2 fingers of fucking Vic Vapor rub before rugby. The rest of us would put a little bit on our chest and some in the Vaseline or the Ralgex for the legs.
Yeah.
And he'd eat it.
Yeah, well, isn't it edible really as well?
It's only
not recommended.
medicated.
Yeah,
not recommended, but it's only medicated petroleum jelly, so I presume it's edible. But no, thank you.
That's like one of my mates.
If you've had Vaseline on your lips and you have, you swallow a bit, it's disgusting. It's like the texture of lard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on, Ash.
No, I wasn't going to say anything.
You said one of your mates eating
Yeah. I was just going to say you could swallow like loads of things whole, like big massive sausages. You could just swallow them whole, and then you would like down like a bottle of like brown sauce in one.
Sounds like gamer. Swallowing sausages and all that.
What do you mean you can swallow brown sauce in one?
You just drink a whole bottle of HP brown sauce in one after eating a sausage.
I couldn't do that. That's too much spice and vinegar for me. That is fucking hell.
Oh, poor me, should be up all night with his heartburn.
I would.
What? How did you figure out that? How did he figure out that he could swallow sausages whole?
Well, to be honest, he's massive, so I think when he's always on a plate of food, he's always just trying to get it down as fast as he can.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen that woman, American woman, who's a competition eater? Do sausages.
Yeah.
She weighs about 9 stone, and she's beating men that are 20 odd stone and eating competitions.
Oh my god! I've seen. Oh no, I'm thinking of Foodie Beauty. Have you seen her? She's she's a bigger woman, but she eats. Oh my god, copious amounts of food, and she doesn't give a shite. Yeah, she's big on YouTube. She's got loads of millions.
I bet she's big in real life.
Yeah, she is. She films herself cooking, and she's eating off the stuff as she's cooking and that. Like, she's dead famous. I don't know how to get on to her.
That being meets food. He's not really a big guy, though, is he?
No,
I know. He does like weight training. He's got like massive arms and shoulders, but he's not like a massive guy. He's not tall. He's not like.
Didn't he? He used to be a bodybuilder, didn't he? And then I think because he got used to eating so many calories, when he stopped the bodybuilding, he's kept up with the eating. But I think he must know how to train. So he goes with his little mate, doesn't he, from like Wigan to all sorts of places. Saw the Spice Wing one the other day.
Oh, my takeaway.
What?
You run about rate my takeaway.
Oh yeah, the fella who goes around with his little table and chairs, sits outside.
Right.
He's boss. He reminds me of someone on here. I reckon I could eat half the things they could though. That beard versus food. When he
Well,
did
that beard
I think
versus food, I mean, he does put himself under
He's
some
breaking
challenges. But that rate my takeaway doesn't like eat all the food. He just has a few bites. He says, "Aye, all right. It's all right. This, it's nice. Aye, I give it a 10 out of 10." And then that's it.
yeah, everything
Well, I
10
think
out
we
of 10.
fucking come on, Howie, push yourself. Go on, get it all in your fucking gob.
The size of him as well. But you know for a fact it's mate or whoever. He shows him driving, but I think he's got somebody with him now, hasn't he?
Aye.
He must be
Cameraman.
passenger.
Doggy bag man.
Yeah.
Doggy bag man, isn't it? Is
Ah,
that
that's
him,
it.
Doggy bag man?
Doggy Bagman. That's a good name for him. They must, I mean, to be able to film and knowing that they're advertised, they must be dropping them a little 50 quid and taking stuff away, mustn't they? That's a channel. All these people looking to go into like new niche markets. Start one of them.
Oh, yeah, I like that. There's like an American kid. He's very pale, blonde hair, and he's only dead young, but he wears a suit. Have anyone seen him? He did like a meme of him because like people have like he's been like parked in like a parking lot, and then like a big fat guy's come round the thing and pulled his top up, and we did like the shuffle.
Anyway.
Or he was parked outside of like a KFC one night, and there was like a gang kicking off outside. But he'll just sit there and just like, I can't remember his name, but he always wears like a suit, and he's only dead young. And
So is this in England?
no, it's American.
Oh right.
He does like.
So go on. So if there's people kicking off at KFC car park, what would he do? Just stand there in his suit, or just eat his KFC?
Yeah, he just sits in his car and just doesn't pay any attention. He's like a little dork, like a nerdy type kid.
Oh, bless. And does he eat loads, or does he just give a general review?
Yeah, he just gives like a general review. But I come across him years ago, and I just seen a meme of him the other day, and I checked out his channel, and I thought, yeah, he's doing pretty fucking well for himself, considering back in the day everyone just took the piss out of him.
Yeah. So if you can make money out of it, imagine being a YouTube. I always think little Ruby Rubes when she started, and she was like 6 or 7. And she's like, "Hi guys," looking at toys. Now she's bought her parents a house, the first house, and then she's moved them over to America. Now imagine her now as a teenager. She's gone all LGBT and all that shit. Imagine her looking back at the videos from when she was little, thinking, don't know how I feel about that, making money off your kids, but set her up for life, though. She lives in America now. She was living in a rented flat, down south. Her parents were struggling. Just off the back of her doing a few videos. Like, they've got a really good life. I don't know.
All praise the golden tablet, social.
Golden tablet.
I don't know. When are the Council of Elders going to reveal themselves on panel in their robes? That's what I want to know.
Look at One Shot's last comment.
I've put him in backstage here for you, Zara. That guy. I don't know his name. I've just found one of the channels that he's on.
No, the parodies and that are welcome here. Yeah, as long as they behave themselves, which they do. Only had to warn one yesterday because Jamie was in, and there's no need to direct. No, he's the person you're parodying, especially if you're parodying. You're obviously a fan, so you didn't mean what you were saying to him. Is what I got to say.
I don't know. I think they can be funny. It can be funny. I'd laugh. It's not targeted at me anymore for a change, but I used to laugh at mine. They weren't nasty, so
No, mine aren't to me, but they do cause trouble elsewhere. But that's nothing to do with me, is it? It's fuck all to do with me. So I don't care, you know.
Well, I will say this. So if like before all this like went off with all the parodies, there's been a lot of blocking and banning and turning against and taking sides and all that. So I think if people weren't fucking pushed out, people wouldn't go make other accounts. It's only people, they're not like new people, are they? The only people who's maybe got an account somewhere else or can't come into chats, and that's where you get them from. And if they're not causing it, if they're not being nasty to people, like Anxiety X, I mean, they will, like, they'll come at me with fucking stupid little comments, but I don't read them out. So if I don't read them out, it doesn't make it irrelevant. It's only for if anybody else has seen it, or anybody else who wants to comment to that comment. But for most of it, they get on with it,
When people are like triggered on a panel, like, people can come at you in the chat and they just make themselves look stupid, really. But it is easy to say, just ignore it, just ignore it. People are just saying ridiculous things.
Well, just say, like, using someone as an example. Mostly insects used to do it all the time. Somebody just say, Ice Chin there, you know what he's like. And then he'd be like, yeah, you know what he's like. Oh, see, there you go again, using that like word. I'm fucking sick of this. And then everything just becomes from that one comment, a whole argument. And I think if you didn't read it out in the first place, you wouldn't have fucking, no one would have got offended and you'd have been all right.
Yep.
I didn't see like what everybody hated him mostly, because the only thing I knew of him is more or less just before he got the rats, and I'd just seen him about in the comments, and he'd go on panels. But everybody seemed to go for him, and he didn't really do anything or say anything. That's all I saw.
Yeah.
Do you know what he did to offend everyone so much?
But I was only just using him in his example.
No, I understand. I just never. Everybody still speaks of him as if he pissed everybody off, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Nathan.
Hey, Nathan. Mostly he's still about, isn't he? You still see him every now and then. He says I hear him that in Shady's. That's where I saw him a couple of months ago, 4 or 5 months ago. He just disappeared. He's all right.
Well, just because you don't see somebody's name doesn't mean that they're not watching on another account. It could be a parody account, or you just never know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, true. It's not like it's a really easy community to stumble across either, is it? Everybody, like you say, the people with the parodies, they are going to be from the community, aren't they? Otherwise, they wouldn't know the names or what to say. They're all nasty.
But it's all for entertainment values anyway, so...
Yeah. I don't know if anyone's live before Grips, but I'm doing about another 15, I expect, before I make some tea. I haven't had any food today, so... About 15 minutes, get off for some dinner.
Yeah.
That puts me at the 3 hours. I don't know. I must have some sort of OCD about going up, over 3 hours on my lives. I don't seem to. I've got to really feel it to go longer than 3 hours on my streams for some reason. I don't know why. Nighttime ones seem to go longer, but I don't really do them, do I? Once every couple of months.
Yeah.
Mom. I'll tell you. Do you ever use your backup channel anymore, Mins?
What's that?
Do you ever go live on your backup channel still?
No, I should do. A few people from this one are sub to it, so I should occasionally. I don't even restream to it. And I've got all my truck videos to upload to it as shorts as well. So,
should you put people on there that aren't on here, haven't you? because it was the
What's
outdoor
that?
stuff. You've got people on there that aren't on here because it's all the outdoor stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's easier
Yeah.
to keep them separate sometimes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But it's
Sure.
just. Oh, the Love Train's going live now. Grip said. Big salute from Breaking News, Sly News, to Grips. Yeah, I'll be for
going live now early.
Oh God, let the shit show begin.
Yep. Better go put my boots on.
You're gonna put your dicky bow on. You're gonna go over.
Me dicky bone long johns.
That's the way. I'm gonna go and put my dungarees on.
Yeah, that was just a lyric from the streets.
Dungarees. That's it. Dungarees and teeth.
I'm gonna put my baker on. Nobody'll see me. Sniping in the bushes.
Aye.
Right. Ministry, you need to stop with that. Have you forgotten to do something again?
Grips is joking, but I'm still shutting down 10 minutes anyway if someone else is going live. You had everyone's minds gyrating then, Grips, for saying you were going live early. Everyone was getting lubed up and everything. They were reaching for the baby oil and tissues as we were speaking.
Yeah. Oh my God. Baby oil and tissue, yeah? Is that what you do on the fucking Love Train?
Not me. I'm married.
Not me. Not me. Oh my God. I've seen sexiest stuff at the dentist waiting room. You know?
I know we need a Jackie Body remix of Love Train, the song.
Yeah.
Oh, don't stop. Do. He's got enough to finish. Freaking hell. Mint, I need your help with something when you shut down. I can just send it to you. I need your help with something when you're finishing.
Yeah.
Just so you stay on your PC.
Yeah.
Just finish it for us, please.
Yeah, I'll be at the PC for a little bit before I go and probably throw something in the oven or microwave violently and sweary.
Yeah, I'm gonna go cook some eggs in a pan with loads of butter and salt and pepper.
Oh, I could cook some nice eggs and do it nicely rather than swearing at stuff as I put it in the microwave.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do mine peacefully in the kitchen. Because I'll probably be getting angry later. We've had 2 beers now, so once I have another 4 or 5. Right, have a nice day, guys. Much love.
Oh, Ash, in a bit.
Try Ash. If you're going to be at the PC for a bit, I'll just send it to you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then. I'll see you later, Ministry.
All right, no worries. I'll be shutting down. I'll still be at my computer anyway, so.
All right, then. Nice one. I'll see you soon.
All right, in a bit. Well, good, calm live. Some good conversation. Chat was wilder than the panel today, which is it's usually the other way around, to be honest. But I've been keeping an eye on it, and I have been. I know the mods have been on it, and I've been removing some unnecessary comments, shall we say? You know, myself, I've got no problems with removing unnecessary stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna do my usual, which is play some sort of shitty video off my list as an outro. Which one?
Oh dear, it seems as if you have earned 5 minutes on the naughty step wearing a fucking dunce's cap. Yellow card for fuck's sake. Big up all the keyboard warriors hiding in mummy's vagina.